Finally get paid for the get down. You can't tell me now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down? Vibes I done sent out, but we in here, you dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target, soon I'll be crossing that bridge. But can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road, it's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth, cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float, I'm fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I just out with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it goes.
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the magic to last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then, and I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valued as what it was. We not influenced by what they do, cause it's only us. I still hear poetry when I'm looking into them eyes. I still get lost in the thought of you with so much to find. And yeah, you know you fine, but still I must remind that we can live this forever and feel this forever and ever and ever, and still that won't leave me enough for time to tell you all the ways I feel. Why would I throw that away for thrills, trying to play the field?
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube, cause a dead good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, had a paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash nothing, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Yeah.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. How you guys doing today, man? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Thank you guys so much for joining us for almost the 1,000. I don't even know the numbers after 1,000 episode of the show. But either way, I appreciate you guys for being here today. Thank you guys so much for the love and for the support. And yeah, man, we just grinding each and every day. And yeah, we just try to keep you guys up to date with everything. So if you're brand new to the channel, you love PlayStation, you love Xbox, you love PC, all that good stuff, so much more on the horizon, please hit that like button and share the stream out and support the show. So I appreciate all of that. We do have some topics to go over and discuss today, both in PlayStation and Xbox. Some stuff might get you guys a little bit, excited and things of that nature, which I think is really, really awesome. So yeah, make sure you guys buckle up for that. If you guys feel led, please go ahead and vote on the poll that we have at the top of the show today that pinpointed there. We're just getting a report now that Sony is skipping Gamescom. Obviously, nothing new there, right? We already know Sony do their own thing, just like Nintendo. And a lot of people would say, hey, Sony needs to bring back PSX, PlayStation Experience, and, just kind of have a much more, crowd-friendly kind of presence. It's been years, obviously, since 2016 when they stepped away from E3. And, I'll be missing E3 because every single time when we get into June, that is, I'll be really reminiscent about E3 and the good old times. Now it's just everybody's doing their own thing. But yeah, Sony, they don't really need E3. They just do their own thing. They just have their own events. And yeah, that's it, right? Cut and dry. So the report that we're getting now should come as no surprise on that one. And, if the rumors are true about a PS5 Pro, then safe to say they're not going to show it off in August. They're probably just going to wait until September to show the PS5 Pro and maybe show, games or whatever else they actually have. I mean, especially with these leaks and stuff, they're really getting out of hand when it comes to Insomniac. I think they're the studio that's getting hit the most right now. They do have Wolverine, which just got leaked out again. What was it, like yesterday or whatever? So I don't know if these guys have access to their database or whatever the case may be on that one. So there's that. And then on top of Wolverine, you know, Spider-Man 3 getting leaked out. So I'm not really expecting to see, obviously, anything on Wolverine this year. It would be nice, but I think they're probably just going to hold off on Wolverine until maybe next year to even show anything on it. But, you know, we'll see what happens on that one. Also, we want to talk about the notion of Xbox right now missing quite a few games coming to their platform, and a lot of people are very angry. Part of it has to be blamed with the game engine that a lot of these games are using. And, you know, relatively speaking, people would say, don't blame it on the engine. It's just Xbox and blah, 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 whatever the case may be. So there's some people that are just angry right now. You know, stuff that is just not optimized good enough or well enough for Xbox. Obviously, the limitation of the Series S. Some people will have it to say that the Series S is basically holding back the generation. And developers are having a hard time trying to figure and work out the kinks on a lot of things. But, you know, needless to say, hey, man, it's a mixture of all, right? When you really sit down and think about it. But there's that one. We're going to dig a little bit much more deeper in that one for you guys today. Many of you guys know that I love Venom. Literally grew up loving the comics and Spider-Man and Venom and the Hulk and just all these Marvel characters. I'm more of a Marvel guy than I am a DC guy. But, you know, I do love Superman and I do love Batman, but it's all good. But there's that one. So we're talking about the Venom game. We've heard about it before. Codename Lethal Protector. And yeah, so we're going to dig a little bit much more deeper into that game. And it seems as though there's where there's smoke, there's fire on that one. So we're going to dig a little bit much more deeper into that. Also, we're going to be digging deep into Bluepoint games. Next game that they're working on for the PlayStation 5. I think that's very exciting considering Bluepoint games have done quite a few work so far on the PlayStation 5. Doing a very good job with helping out with other projects and things of that nature. And also responsible for the Shadow of the Colossus and so much more. And so, yeah, there's definitely some things to kind of dial into there when it comes to Bluepoint games. Also, I wanted to touch up on something else that I'm going to be saving for tomorrow. And this is like Sean Layden pretty much talking about how a lot of these games are probably going to be shorter because of the budget of these games. Like these games are getting like very ridiculous, which we've already talked about this before. 150 million minimum and up, costing way more than movies to make. And at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. And here's my 2 cents on this before we actually start talking about this tomorrow. Here's my 2 cents on this whole thing. Oh, there we go. Now I can actually hear myself a little bit better. So here's my 2 cents. Sony has a lot of work to do with not only giving us a clear roadmap of what they're working on right now and what they, what's next, right? But also finding a way to kind of trim down on so much expense, right? Spending $200-300 million on these games. And then for some reason, they don't really hit their main goal or main target or whatever in order to fuel a sequel or something like that. And here's my 2 cents on this, man. You spend $150 million on a game, right? And hey, that's $150 million. But here's my thing. You spend that much money, you expect the game to do well, right? You expect everybody to gravitate to it. And the thing is, with lower budgeted games, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Same thing with AAA games. Not because a game has a $300 million budget, don't mean it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, it might have the best graphics in the world and suck at everything else, right? The story is trash, suck at replay value, sound, production, everything is garbage, right? And so I see a lot of people right now are complaining about the length of these games. And you can't win. That's where the line is being drawn right now in the industry, is that, man, these games are too short. 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. Man, that's too short. And they want $70 for it. You see what I'm saying? So what do you do? What's the perfect middle ground? What's the perfect middle ground that's going to make everybody happy? That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. What's the perfect middle ground? Because you're trying to, as a publisher or as a developer, you're trying to scale back on costs. And scale back in on costs, sometimes, like I said, could mean, hey, the quality might not be amazing. The story could still be amazing, but the game is short, right? Or they might not go all out with the game. Like it might not be creative enough. You know what I mean? And I love when developers get creative and really put some extra care and thought and love into the games, because I think that's one of the biggest things that the industry is lacking right now is creativity. That's something that people always talk about, something fresh. What's the next big thing? People are tired of playing the same thing over and over again. And I understand that. I completely understand it 100% wholeheartedly. And so I think ultimately, it should be a mixture across the board. Games should be at a decent length, whether it's 10 plus hours or more, right? I think the production should be A1, great. At this stage in the game right now, bro, we're 4 years in. There is no excuse for lackluster, just lack of creativity, lack of vision. I don't know, running out of ideas. There's no room for that anymore, right? There's no room. It's okay for games to get inspired by other games and things of that nature. But I feel like a lot of these developers are getting lazier and lazier and lazier, and they just don't freaking care. A lot of games are getting canceled because of greed, because of money, because they feel like, oh, we can't make enough money off of this. And I feel like live service games, especially right now, is taking over the industry. You're seeing everybody trying to jump on the bandwagon for live service. And it's sickening because it's a double-edged sword. I do like live service games to an extent, right? Like games like Helldivers 2, amazing. I'll take that any day of the week, right? But whenever you're replicating the same thing that's been done before, it's kind of like, okay, there's nothing new here, right? And then the double-edged sword is you have to keep the gamer enticed. You have to keep them locked in. And if they don't feel like they're locked in and they feel like, oh, well, I'm just playing the same thing over and over again, they're going to go somewhere else, or they're just not going to buy the game. And then, well, that's a waste of $200 million budget that you spend on this game. So I think it should just be a mixture of all. A mixture of get all the core good ingredients that makes a game great and take it up a notch, right? Because we're going to see some games, and all it takes for Sony to do is have a solid showcase, or more than a solid showcase, show off Ghost of Tsushima 2 running on PS5 Pro, and possibly show off something else, right? Whether it's Wolverine or show off Sony Ben's next game or whatever else, the next God of War game or something, and people go crazy because they know exactly what to expect from Sony. Sony has dropped the ball, this generation on more than a few things, right? Nothing they can't fix. But at the same time, people are hungry for the next thing. People are hungry for more. So as Sony right now, they know the formula that's been working for years. And I feel like they're going to continue with that formula with the games that we've been playing since the very beginning. Maybe not the same type of older games, but they're going to try to still interject that into the generation, whether it's in the form of backwards compatibility games, like, throwing it into PlayStation Plus Premium, or they might remake or remaster things here and there. But I think there needs to be a variety of things that meshes with everyone. You have your new IPs, you have your classics that are being remade or rebooted or whatever the case may be. And then on top of that, you got your live service games, games that are bringing everybody together, playing with their friends and things of that nature. And everybody's having a ball and a grand time. And, you have your single player games, the regular old single player. And then you have your AA stuff. And then you have your indie stuff. And everybody is happy, but obviously not every single generation is perfect. And so I feel like this is a very crucial year for Sony. I mean, this is year 4 for Sony. This is where Sony really, really has to dig deep and come up with the games. Like, really show us that, hey, listen, we're not fazed by, the ridiculousness of these games ballooning into large amounts of money, 200, 300 million. We still want to show our customers and our gamers that we still got what it takes to deliver the goods. Look at Microsoft. Microsoft literally delivered the best showcase. Microsoft and Nintendo has delivered the goods, and it will continue to deliver the goods. That's a safe bet, right? Sony, on the other hand, they can deliver the goods too. But Sony likes to play it close to the chest. Sony already feels like they don't have any competition. So why should we come out and show our hand? We've been doing this for years. Now Microsoft wants to wake up and deliver the goods. No. We're going to hold back a little bit here. And we'll take our time. And that's the thing that people have to understand, is that these games take a lot of time. And that's one thing I can give Sony, is that they know how to cook. They know how to cook. And when their developers are cooking and stuff, it tastes good. It looks good. It looks amazing. And it utilizes the hardware to its fullest extent. You get the performance that you need, you get the resolution that you need, and everybody is happy from there. Microsoft, on the other hand, now, the issue that they've been having this entire generation is, well, we're struggling in terms of how to utilize the hardware, right? How to maximize the Series X, give people that bought the Series X higher frame rate, and keeping that at that crisp 4K resolution. And, Series S owners, try to give them the advertised resolution and frame rate that they bought into, which is 1440p 120. Now, granted, Microsoft is really showing us a whole different side of them right now. They have tons of games. Games are looking really, really good. Especially Gears of War E-Day. I'm very much excited for that. That is rumored for 2025. You have Fable. That's rumored. Well, it's not rumored for 2025. That's already coming out for 2025. I'm mixing up with another game. But yeah, State of Decay 3. State of Decay 3 apparently is for 2025. I mean, 2025 right now, it's almost insane when you think about the amount of games and experiences that we're going to have. The difference is with Microsoft over Sony is that, yeah, all these development studios and publishers have, that upfront cost to make a game. The difference is with Microsoft is that they have Game Pass. They have Game Pass, so it don't really matter, right? It don't really matter. A game like, for instance, a game like Hellblade 2. It's not an everybody type of game. It's a niche game. It's a short game. It don't matter. It don't matter how much money it costs to make. Like, we putting it in a Game Pass, and people that want to play it, play it. Sony, on the other hand, they're sticking to the traditional model where, hey, listen, we spend $200, $300, $400 million build a game, and hey, we expect people to buy this game that we're spending this much money on. We're expecting people to buy a PlayStation 5 to play this game day one. Whereas Microsoft, they don't care if you buy an Xbox or not. They're like, hey, listen, we got Call of Duty now. Man, it's looking so good on the Xbox side, more than ever. We got Call of Duty now, okay? We got Fable. We got all the big franchises. I mean, Microsoft has literally, and I will forever say this, bro. I don't care what nobody is saying right now. Microsoft has found a way, literally have found a way to give us that nostalgia that's been missing from Xbox since 2005. Literally, I'm not joking. Like everything that Phil Spencer said about, Halo and Forza and Fable and Gears, those 4 games are still present to this day. You could say, oh, Gears fell off. Man, I've seen grown men cry tears. And that's what I want to see from Sony. I want to see people cry tears. Like, man, RIP to Etika. Love Etika. You guys know I've talked about Etika so much in all my streams, pretty much literally all my streams I talk about him. And it was so hard for me not to cry yesterday. It's only a select few companies that can do that. It was so hard for me not to cry yesterday with Metroid Prime 4 because that's something when I was covering Nintendo content day in, day out for years. And when Etika was alive, us getting hyped for Metroid and all this type of stuff, it was just crazy. And he knew about Metroid Prime 4 and he wanted to see Metroid Prime 4, even when they shifted development and put it to Retro Studios and everything like that. And it's so sad because I wish he was here and I was holding back the tears because a lot of you dudes who were in my Twitch stream know what I'm talking about. And that's how I want to feel. Whenever I see a game that intrigues me, I get hyped. I get excited. I scream on top of my lungs. You can call me whatever you want to call me, or some people will say, oh, you're just forcing it. No, that's just genuinely how I am. I'm goofy. I get excited. I jump for joy. Like that's my little safe haven. That's where my happiness comes from. I don't give a doggone how old I am. I could be 80 years old and I'm still jumping for joy. Hopefully I don't have a heart attack and pass out, but even then, at least I'll die a happy man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I love. Gaming is part of my DNA and will forever be a part of my DNA. And it's funny because Microsoft has found a way to bring that back, bring that feeling back. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because when you sit down and think about it, Gears has been such a big deal in my life since the very beginning, right? And the fact that Microsoft was able to go back to the roots of Gears of War and just show us that. And man, I had goosebumps just watching the trailer, listening to the Mad World song all over again. And wow, like that alone just got me fired up for Xbox and just got me so excited again. And I'm like, man, this is all I've ever wanted. I know Microsoft can do it, and they're doing it right now. They have so much going on between this year and beyond. We have a clear roadmap. And from what I was hearing, that was not every single thing that they have in the bag, right? They wanted to show more. So I can just imagine what that more was going to be, right? But unfortunately, we got what we got, and I'm satisfied. They showed over 30 games. Nintendo showed over 30 games. So now it's Sony. Can Sony pull that same thing off to where they can make a grown man cry, to where they can make a grown man jump for joy and scream on top of his lungs, don't even care about his neighbors? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Because back in the day, for me, it was Sony and Nintendo and Sega Genesis and Dreamcast and Neo Geo and all the Atari and all this stuff, Game Boy and all this stuff. And I remember those games. I remember those games that got me excited, got me out of trouble. You see what I'm saying? Got me out of depression. Like, I remember those games, and I remember those franchises that Sony offered me. You know what I mean? I remember the good old days when I was a kid and I was home alone and my dad was at work for days and I didn't see my dad, and, playing Metal Gear and playing Sly Cooper and, just so many freaking games, Uncharted and, playing all these freaking games, man, that SOCOM and Killzone and Resistance and all these games from the past. That's why there is a crave for these games. And if people see Killzone, the logo for Killzone is literally Sony's Gears of War, even though it's similar to Halo. It's basically a Halo killer, basically. Like, that was what that game was intended for, to kind of give Halo some competition. But it's their Gears and their Halo. That's literally what it is. And if I see the Killzone logo, I'm going to lose it. I'm literally going to lose it. That would make send chills up my spine. That will make me cry, or that will make me jump for joy, similar on what I did with Microsoft, like, you know, with the Gears trailer. Like I would lose it. And I know that it's in there somewhere, and I know that they can do it. But in order for Sony to have that same spirit or have that same flavor, they have to pay attention to their audiences and their consumer bases and their fan bases. Like they have to, because that's what's missing right now. Man, I don't give a doggone what any of them execs say at Sony about, oh, people don't care about old games. That's a lie. That's a lie. People do care about old games. You understand what I'm saying? There's a market for retro games. Don't let nobody tell you. Look at Capcom. If people didn't care about old games, you think RE2 would have did over 10 million copies? If people didn't care about old games, RE3, what 8, 9 million copies on that one? All these Resident Evil games that got remade. Capcom had literally cemented themselves in history for offering some of the best remakes that the industry have ever seen. And that's nostalgia. So don't let nobody tell you, oh, nostalgia don't matter. That's a bunch of, listen to me, I'm trying not to cuss today. That's a bunch of nonsense. Okay? It does matter. And Microsoft has found a way to bring back that nostalgia, bro. Literally, if they would have, you guys don't even understand. If they would have shown Halo remake, like a Halo remake, like with Unreal Engine, it would have been over right there. That would have been, okay, you already showed us Gears at the end of the showcase. And then, oh, we just have one more thing. You know, I love that about these showcases. Like it screams excitement, and man, your spider senses are tingling, and you're just like, oh, wait a minute, something's going on here. What's gonna be? I love that. We have one. That is something that is still like remains relevant to this day. We got one more announcement. Nintendo does the same thing. We got one more announcement. Sony does the same thing. We got one more. Microsoft does the same thing. Oh, we got one more announcement. And I'm like, oh my God, what could it be? And then it's like your heart is racing. And the minute you see the logo or whatever you think it is, and you're like, oh my God, at least for me, I don't know about anybody else. And that is one thing that I can say that for some reason keeps gaming alive and keeps gaming fresh and exciting to tune into these events and stuff like that, regardless of the leaks, regardless of the drama, the negativity and stuff. That's what gets me excited in modern day gaming. And I honestly do believe that Sony still got it in the bag, bro. They still do, bro. They got some of the best IPs in the world. They do. You see what I'm saying? It's almost as if like Sony is like Mike Tyson in his prime, right? And then the Mike Tyson now is just like, he still got it, but he ain't got it like he used to. You know what I mean? Like he used to back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. That Mike Tyson is like, I'm using Mike Tyson as a perfect example, like, because Sony was just ruthless back then. They were ruthless. PS1, PS2, and PS3. Oh, man. Iron Mike in his prime. That was Sony back then. The Sony now is like, Mike Tyson is old now, and he still got it, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, not like he used to. And I just feel like it is in there, though. The beast is in there somewhere. And I know Sony can unleash the beast, but don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they got up their sleeves. Sony is a very unpredictable company. You don't know what you're going to get with Sony. And I just hope for the 30th anniversary. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but hear me when I tell you this. I feel like they have something up their sleeves. There's no way. Now, let me just say this right now. You can believe, you can say whatever you want to say. I've been doing this for a very long time. This is not my first song and dance. This is not my first rodeo. I've been covering Sony for years, and I know Sony. I know them. You know what I mean? And they've always operated this way. They've always be quiet and piss us off, especially throughout this generation. They have a period where they're not saying a darn thing. There's no big announcements. There's nothing new. There's nothing. It's like, okay, Sony, you're up to something. Something big is getting ready to happen. The thunder is about to roll. What's going on, Sony? Because we know that you're not going to just let Microsoft just roll over in your backyard and dunk on your basketball goal and rip it all the way. I mean, Microsoft has went in Sony's backyard and just dunked on their goal and just brought the whole thing out of the ground, bro. I mean, cracked the concrete and everything. Just did a shack. Literally just brought the whole thing, glass shattered, rim down on the ground, and just walk away and be like, yeah, what's up, Sony? What's up, Sony? What's up, big dog? We ready, dog. You know what I mean? Like, listen. Literally, that's how it felt. Like, after they delivered that showcase, like, that's literally how it felt. And now Sony's looking like, okay, all right. So that's what you got? That's what you doing? Okay. We got y'all. We got something. We ain't gonna say much. We ain't gonna say nothing. But stick around. There's just no way. I'm trying to make sense. Who knows? Maybe they might not have anything, you know what I mean, planned. But I'll be naive in my brain to think that they're just gonna go out through the rest of 2024 knowing how PlayStation fans feel the way how they feel and how they're upset, and they really want some kind of clarification. They want closure for the lackluster showcase last year and the lukewarm state of play that we just gotten last month. So it's like, Sony, you must have something. You can't go out like this. You can't go out of 2024 like this. You need to do something. Stuff is getting canceled left and right. Studios have gotten shut down, right? We still don't have a clear roadmap, but believe me when I tell you this. If that's one thing I could say about Sony, they know what they need to do to get people excited. They know what they need to do. What the saying is, you can't teach a old dog new tricks. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much all the tricks he already knows. I don't know. But I feel like they've been doing this longer than Microsoft. They've been doing this almost as long as Nintendo. They have to have something up their sleeve, because right now it's just like, okay, Sony, what's going on? Like, we need you to do something. We need you to bring that fire back. And I feel like in order for them to bring that fire back on top of all the games that are scheduled for this year, 2025, and all this and that we want to see, right? On top of all that, I feel like they need, besides the PS5 Pro and all that, I feel like there needs to be some world premiere announcements. There needs to be some huge announcements, whether it's a reboot or it's a remake of something that people have been asking for years. Come on. I know you can do it. This is my letter to you, Sony. Please, I'm asking you right now. Dig deep into the bag. You have so many games. I sound like a broken record because I come on here and I talk about it because I'm hurting. I'm literally hurting because I'm like, bro, I know that these games that I love so much that you're not showing, that's hurting me, that you're not showing. If you do show these games, that's going to really set the industry on fire. You come out here and you show Killzone. I'm not even saying SOCOM. I'm not even saying Resistance. I'm not even saying Sly Cooper. I'm not even saying Infamous. I'm not even saying, let me stop right there. Siphon Filter. Let me stop. I'm going too far. Okay. If you show us Killzone or any other legendary franchises that people been asking, oh man, oh my God. On top of everything else, the new, all the the new IPs and all the existing franchises, God of War and Spider-Man, on top of all of that stuff. Oh man, bro. Man. Wow. Now it just make you say, wow, like, okay, Sony, you got something. But right now, Microsoft is on top of the hill right now. Microsoft is on top of the hill. After that Xbox showcase, they're on top right now with the games. Sony's on top when it comes to sales. They're the industry leader right now when it comes to console sales and whatever else. But at the same time, when it comes to the games, yeah. I mean, hey man, seeing is believing, right? And right now, the only clear roadmap that we have is Wolverine. We don't know nothing else beyond Wolverine and Death Stranding 2. That is it. So the fact that Microsoft came out and showed their hand, bro, Fable looks amazing. I don't give a doggone about this woke stuff. It is so annoying. To each their own. You believe what you believe, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to get it too much into that drama-fied nonsense. I think it's nonsense at the end of the day. I think we should just play games and just be happy. But people always try to find something to complain about. Some kind of hidden agenda to complain about. Like, bro, these companies are going to do whatever they're going to do. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple as that. But Fable, all that in-game stuff that they shown off, little sprinkle of gameplay here and there. State of Decay 3 looks amazing. Don't care what nobody say. Gears, what? All those games, bro. Black Ops 6 looking better than ever. You know, reinventing the wheel with Call of Duty all over again. You know what I mean? With a fresh coat of paint. You know what I'm saying? With all this omnidirectional movement and, you know, just, you know, bringing back prestige and bringing back all these awesome things that we love as gamers and from other games and other experiences. Like, man, Stalker 2 looking extra crispy, like bacon, extra fried freaking bacon, that when you bite into that piece of bacon, it's like breaking in your mouth. Like, it's just like, whoa, this is way too crispy. Like, literally, you know, south of midnight. Look at the games that Microsoft is putting out, guys. Look at the output. Now, you can say whatever you want about 30 FPS. The beautiful thing, like I've already said, my G's, is that you have options when it comes to Xbox. Every screen is an Xbox, right? You can buy a Series S and be happy. And some of you guys are okay with 30 FPS. Well, if that's your MO, then you could just go with a Series S. You could go with a Series X and still get 30 frames per second. You could go with a PC. You could play on your TV, you know, you could play on a tablet, your phone. Every screen is an Xbox. So for those of you with the 30 FPS joke, it is what it is. They're not policing you into buying just an Xbox. Whatever you can afford, as long as Game Pass is available, it's there. Man, Game Pass is better than ever. The value into Game Pass right now, my G's, is through the roof. It's literally through the roof. Bad for the industry, but phenomenal for gamers. The best deal in gaming is Game Pass. Hands down. Hands down. Think about all those games that Microsoft has shown off. That's going to be day one in Game Pass, whether it's third party, second party, first party. Listen, my G's, like, that's freaking crazy, man. Right? If you add up all those games, right, you're talking about what, $1,500 to $2,000 worth of games. That exceeds the value of Game Pass. And I see in the foreseeable future that Microsoft is just going to be just strictly a subscription service game publisher. They're going to be the largest publisher in the game. They're going to get larger and larger because nobody can stop them. And it's just going to be about Game Pass. And with the whole every screen as an Xbox at the heart and soul of their DNA, it don't matter. It don't matter if they stop making consoles or not. They're still going to make bread. They're still going to make bank. It's Microsoft. Can't escape them. So Sony has a lot of work to do. And they just have to deliver the goods. And they have to make gamers happy and continue to make them happy. and, show that competitiveness, not just acting like they don't care or acting like they don't have no, still compete. We know that in the console space right now, Microsoft has tapped out and they're not aggressive in that area. But man, after that freaking Xbox showcase, yeah, I feel like they have that fight left. I feel like they have one more fight left in them. I feel like they have at least one more good fight left in them. And when it comes to that next generation of Xbox, here's my thing, which bleed me over into the next topic that we're going to see how I did that. We're going to transition into our first topic, the next topic. And this is a topic that I need to talk about and I need to go over because this, is screaming a problem for people in the gaming community right now. And we need to talk about it and discuss this, okay? So do me a favor, if you're brand new to the channel, you do love what we do here, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Also share us out on social media, Twitter, all that good stuff. At any point during the show, if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to super chat or tag me. Appreciate you guys. All right. So more games, skipping Xbox. Okay. Now, this is a topic that is obviously heating up right now. And a lot of people are upset. For various different reasons. Black Myth Wukong. Oh, yeah. Delayed for optimization purposes. Kingdom of Deliverance 2 developer. Series S. The Baldur's Gate situation, it just never ends. It never ends. Now, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 collections. It's coming to PS4, Switch, PS5, right? And no Xbox version, right? Because of the engine, apparently. And it's like, bro, wow. That's distasteful. Like, people that bought an Xbox wants to play every single thing, as long as it's multi-platform. They don't want to hear, oh, it can't work on Xbox because of the engine. Nobody cares about that technical stuff. Nobody cares about game engines and stuff. People just want to play games. People subscribe to Game Pass, or people buy an Xbox to, buy the games or to, play them in Game Pass. Nobody cares about the engine. Oh, Marlon, the MT engine, the engine this and the engine. Nobody gives a doggone about that. Majority of people, if you're not in the loop of things and knowing about video games and how games work and things of that nature, there's so much moving parts to freaking games and what makes games and all this and that. Nobody cares. Majority of people don't care about this. They just want to fire up their console, pop out their controller, and they want to play their games. That's all they want to freaking do. They don't want to do anything else. So when people hear things like, oh, the engine, oh, because of the engine, and it's just like what we heard in the beginning of this generation about the tools. Oh, Marlon, the tools. The tools, Marlon SDK and this and that. Nobody cares about SDK. Nobody cares about freaking tools. People just want to play freaking games. And that is an area where I feel like Microsoft needs to do better in. And this bleeds into my point that I was trying to make before I put a timestamp on this topic, is that bleeding into their next generation, like Sarah Bond said, it's going to be a huge technological leap forward. Hear me and hear me very clearly when I'm speaking to you guys right now. Listen to me, man. That's an area they got to get better in, because the Valorant situation, that's also bananas to me. Oh, well, because we don't have gyro. Xbox controller gyro, this, and PS5 version is the only one with the controller that can do gyro and blah, blah, blah. So because of that, we're going to have to scale back on this because of that. What? Valorant? What? The controller gyro? What? It's just those little things that pisses people off. And it's just like, well, Microsoft needs to do better in that area. I get the fact that you want to charge $300 for an entry-level machine to get people in the next generation. That's amazing. And I applaud them for that, because not everybody got $500. Not everybody got that type of money, my G's. Not everybody got that type of bread to spend $500 on a console. So Microsoft is one of those, publishers or companies or corporation that's saying, hey, listen, We know times are hard, and here is a $300 console. But at the same time, it's a stripped down version of the Series X. Same CPU, same UI, IO throughput, all this stuff. The only downside is the GPU. And game developers need the GPU. They need everything to be on all cylinders so that they can be ambitious enough, because that's something that people are complaining about. Look at the whole, what was that game called again? Dragon's Dogma. Look at that whole Dragon's Dogma 2 situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it never ends. And I want developers to have all the tools, just like Mark Cerny. I don't know if you guys have paid attention to the Road to PS5 video from Mark Cerny and the feedback that, Mark Cerny and the team and Sony have been getting for years. And that was one of the praises after the PS3 of how much easier it is to develop for PS4, PS5, things of that nature, and making it even better. And that is an area where I feel like Microsoft needs to get better in. Not just adding all the support that people need, like gyro and other features that game developers don't have to worry about any hiccups or anything like that, but having enough memory, having enough RAM, have enough cache, everything that is needed to get these games running at their best, fullest potential. That is something that I feel like they need to. Yes, you could be the value box, or you could be the good guy and offering gamers value to get them into your ecosystem or to get them into the generation. But at the same time, don't shortchange the developers, man, because that's hurting us in the end. We already saying that these developers need to do better, right? They're too lazy. They're not creative enough. They're not thinking outside the box. It's just the same old rinse and repeat garbage. Like, we already getting on developers about that, man. You see what I'm saying? And to be held back by lack of technology, or to be held back by not enough VRAM or not enough system RAM or whatever the technological reason is, it sucks. Because we, the gamer, we're the one that's suffering the consequences. We bought the machine with a promise that, hey, this is next generation. We're going to be Gucci for the next 5+ years. Everybody is happy. We're good to go. And then now it's like, oh, splash in our face because, well, yeah, developers are saying, well, this game is going to get delayed, or this game is not coming to the platform because of this or because of that. You see what I'm saying? So you do one good deed and it's followed up by a very bad deed to ruin and tarnish every single thing. That's the issue that Microsoft is dealing with right now. And it's bad. Right? On top of, let's talk about the bad stuff, because you got to praise them for the good, but you also got to look at the bad, right? And the bad stuff is, for a lot of people, is the exclusivity, which I've already said exclusivity is going away. Exclusivity is not relevant anymore. Or exclusivity is slowly going away. It's a thing of the past, right? And more companies are releasing their games on other platforms. Now, you can say, well, Marlon, I don't care about that. I don't care about all that. Well, you don't have to care, but at the same time, you're going to have to eventually care, because this is the direction that these companies are going. Microsoft are putting their games on PlayStation. Sony is putting their games on Nintendo, on PC, and all this and that, right? And not everybody likes it. You don't have to like it, but that's the reality, my guys. Is like, listen, this is what it is. It's either you get with the program or you're not. It's business. Just like everybody's been telling me for years, Marlon, you have to understand it's business. You're doggone right. I got to take off my gamer hat and put on my business hat so that I can kind of understand the directions and whatever the memo is, or whatever is going on these corporations' head, and whatever the message they're trying to convey and everything. So you have to look at it from a whole different lens. Like I've always said, you have to look at it from a whole different lens to kind of understand what they're doing. And so, just a good food for thought for Microsoft going into the next generation is make your machines powerful enough. You can cheap out on other things, but don't cheap out on the hardware, because the same fate that we have suffered this generation will be the same fate that you will suffer next generation. And then it's going to hurt the momentum and hurt the sales potential of your hardware. You have already hit the rocks in the Xbox One generation, right? And I think that's the best console generation for them in terms of sales. Right, all-time, lifetime sales and things of that nature. And going into this generation, you know, things have tanked in terms of sales and this and that. And they're trying to, you know, recoup and try to get people interested in Xbox again and try to revitalize the brand. And they're going through an identity crisis and still trying to make sense out of everything else that's been going on. And so with that being said, guys, I want to see a better Microsoft for the future. I'm excited about the games. Microsoft have more games in development than Sony got studios. There's no joke about that. You can never say Microsoft don't have games. The biggest criticism that I've been giving Microsoft for years is for them to buckle down and give us something. Give us something amazing. Give us, you know, quality. You know, manage your studios. Phil Spencer making excuses. Oh, I'm sorry, this and that. Okay, you say you're sorry one time, two time. Okay, we forgive you. But the third time, really? No, you need to buckle down. We don't want to see another Redfall ever coming out of any Xbox studio in their entire existence. I don't want another Redfall situation. I don't want another Starfield launch day situation with a lot of bugs and a lot of glitches. No, you guys need to do better. You need to do better. No games are perfect, but I know you guys can do better, right? And this is why I say, you know, people are sitting here complaining. This is another thing that I'm going to say before we get into this article is that people are complaining during these Xbox showcases or just events, not even just Xbox showcase, events. Oh, there's too many third-party games. Bro, third-party games is what carries this industry. Third-party games is what carries the industry forward. So if you don't like it, you need to quit gaming. The problem I feel like where a lot of people are running into is, well, Marlon, I don't have a problem with third-party games. It's just that they're showing too much third-party games and less first-party games. Okay, I can see with you right there. I can understand where you're coming from right there. Oh, Marlon, it needs to be a perfect balance. I hear you. But if the first party stuff is not ready, what do you want them to do? Show it so you guys can slaughter it and say, oh, this is trash, it's garbage, it's not good, or whatever the case may be? Come on, guys. You see what I'm saying? Dang if you do, dang if you don't. So I rather Microsoft or Sony or any company come out and show less first party stuff and show more second and third party while the first party stuff is cooking and ready to be shown. Then they show every single thing and then it don't meet your expectation. And then you be the same one that's going to be disgusted when you see, oh, this is trash. Oh, Sony, what are you doing? You see what I'm saying? So you can't win every single thing. You have to find that perfect balance. And so with that being said, diving into our next story here, I want to show you guys something. And do me a favor, guys, if you are enjoying the show so far, please hit that like button. Please share the stream out. It is very, very much appreciated. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's dive into this one. All right, so as you guys can see on screen right now, this is coming from purexbox.com. Capcom's old game engine seemingly to blame for certain releases skipping Xbox. Quote, our sources indicate that this is correct. So as you guys, can you see this right here? Old game engine is to be blamed for, you know, certain releases skipping Xbox. And some of y'all will say, well, I don't care. Well, that's the reality here. And so, yeah, as you guys can see, let's go ahead and let's dig into this particular article. It says, yesterday, Nintendo Direct live stream gave us more third-party announcements for Xbox, but we did also stumble across a few more titles that are strangely skipping Microsoft's platform. One of those is the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, and a couple of our sources are now suggesting that an old game engine is the reason behind this Xbox omission. Okay, that sucks. That sucks. Aficionado Jaw Muncher has suggested on Twitter that the, quote, MT framework game engine has stopped supporting Xbox One in the last few years, and that could explain why only certain Capcom games are skipping Xbox. For instance, more modern games like Resident Evil remakes and Dragon's Dogma 2 are now using the RE engine, which is fully supported on both Xbox One and Series consoles. So again, then obviously John Muncher, lists a bunch of stuff there with the MT engine, as you guys can see, Monster Hunter, Great Ace, Mega Man and Marvel vs. Capcom collection. So it's annoying. It's really, really annoying right now. And obviously, like I said, it's nuts when you really sit down and think about it. So basically, quote, we saw a suggestion from Jaw Muncher on Twitter X that Capcom's MT framework engine is to be blamed for the recent spate of Xbox omissions. Our sources indicate that this is correct right now. Capcom has no pipeline for porting older MT framework titles to Xbox modern era system, which makes it more expensive to deliver the same titles than it would porting them to PlayStation 4, Switch, or PC. Perhaps Microsoft could step in to lend a hand here. All right, so yeah. It's frustrating because on one hand, it's like, Microsoft needs to do something. Microsoft needs to do something. And then also too, Capcom, needs to do something too as well. So I think it's on both sides. It's a developer that's developing these games with old engines, knowing that it's not supported on that particular platform. And then also Microsoft needs to help out as well too, to try to see what they can do to offer the perfect middle ground, right? To make it a little bit more easier or more accessible for these developers to be able to get these games over, because hey, you never know, man. Like, some people might want these games. They might want to buy an Xbox. And as far as I can remember, almost every single Marvel vs. Capcom game was released on Xbox. And it sucks that, this collection is going to be skipping Xbox, and I really wonder, it makes you think like, what's going to happen with other games in the future, that are quote unquote using old engines or whatever the case may be. I mean, people are going to be upset because here's the thing, man. People spend their money. That's just like you buying a car and you're having, issues with it, right? From the start, you're having issues with it. And then you bring it to the dealership and then they're telling you, hey, man, get out of here. We can't help you. What? Excuse me? You can't help me. I bought the car from you. You see what I'm saying? I spent $30,000 on this car and it was half working. It was working good for a little minute. And then now all I'm having is nothing but freaking problems. And I need you to fix it. I love the car. You know what I mean? But I need you to fix it. I mean, what you mean you can't help me? Or what you mean you don't care? You see what I'm saying? That's how people feel with these consoles, bro. Like, you bought the console for $500 and you're expecting it to run with no issues. And you're expecting these games to live up to their expectations, whether it's 60 or higher or whatever the case may be. You're expecting these games to look better and play better. But unfortunately, it's just like, that is obviously not the case, right? So it sucks, man. They got to find a way to figure this stuff out, bro, because it ain't looking too good. It is not looking too good. And it's already bad enough. We have a lot of people saying that, what's up with all these games skipping Xbox? You know what I mean? This generation is whack. People are saying, oh, man, this generation is a joke. Man, they should have just delayed this generation. I mean, people are saying all sorts of stuff. And that should not be the case. Everybody should be happy at the end of the day with their purchase. Some people are still not happy with their purchase because they feel like, Sony needs to do more or Microsoft needs to do more. You know what I mean? Like, what about the games? Where are the games at? People have different reasons for what's going on right now, or for the reason why they feel the way they feel. And it sucks because it's like, well, this is getting delayed, or that's being canceled because of this or because of, it's always something. Before it was, oh, the pandemic. Now we're out of the pandemic now. Now I don't want to hear no more excuses because all this stuff is coming out in 2025. Games that we really, really want to play. That's the year of excitement, but that's also the year of disappointment, my G's. That I'm trying to be realistic with you guys. You got to take the good with the bad, man. You have to look at the scale from both sides. Like, listen me when I'm telling you guys this. Like, a lot of the games that, that were in development 2 or 3 years ago probably would have already been out. But because of the pandemic and, developers have to work from home and this and that. Well, now it's 2025. Now it's 2026. Now it's 2027. And because of those longer delays, it's making people get upset. Like, man, why is these games taking so doggone long to make? Right. And then whenever you do see them, people are just like, people have all these high expectations for them. And then whenever they do see them, they're like, oh, trash. Oh, well, not buying this. Oh, I guess this is going to skip Xbox, or oh, this, that, or here we go again with the Series S limitations, or it's always something. And this is why I've said, guys, I don't know. But all I can say is before we close out this topic is that Microsoft needs to do better in this area and make sure that their consoles are developer friendly across the board. But we'll see what happens. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. All right, let's move on. Venom, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about the movie. Can't believe the Venom movie is getting a trilogy at this point. Shout outs to Tom Hardy. Shout outs to Sony. Everybody, the whole production team. Movie looks fantastic. Man, I can't wait for Venom. I cannot wait for Venom 3. It's looking really, really, really good. A lot of you dudes know that I'm a huge Venom fan. And it's very exciting, right? And I think one of the biggest criticisms for Spider-Man 2 is too short, it's too woke, it's mid, it's buggy, it's glitchy, and you don't get to play as Venom enough. So for me, I felt like Venom in Spider-Man 2, I enjoyed my time playing as Venom. I just felt like it could be longer, right? And I wanted to roam around as Venom and play as Venom like Peter and Miles, but at the same, or Mary Jane, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, well, dang, that would defeat the purpose of a Venom game, right? And I think that's where a lot of people is kind of excited about another Venom, or just Venom having his own game. It's been years. And so the reason why we're talking about this, it's very interesting, though, because when you dive into the next topic here of discussion, this is coming from PlayStationLifestyle.net. It says right here, Venom voice actor Tony Todd might be teasing new game with Yuri Lowenthal. Now, obviously, it says Insomniac's voice actor Tony Todd has teased a future project with Spider-Man actor Yuri Lowenthal. Will it... Now, the million-dollar question is this. Tony Todd had slipped up before, especially when he came down to Spider-Man 2 and said some things that he shouldn't have said. And I guess Sony, gave him a slap on the wrist like, oh, Tony, be careful next time. You know what I'm saying? And typically a lot of voice actors and people that are involved with these games, the development of these games, they tend to slip up from time to time. And because of the Insomniac leak, we know about the Venom game. So we know that a Venom game is coming. Not only that too, but we know from Insomniac that, hey, a Venom game, they basically said, hey, if they want a Venom game, hey, they need to say they want a Venom game. And the feedback that they have gotten, make a Venom game. We want a Venom game. And I'm not going to go into what I want to see in a Venom game because that can take all day. But my God, whatever project or whatever the case may be that is in the Matrix right now, I am pretty much excited. So it says right here, was the Venom game teased by Tony Todd? Question mark. Todd wished Lowenthal a happy birthday on social media yesterday and wrote, quote, 2 major projects down and counting. And counting. So 2 major projects down and counting. So that's where I think a lot of people are like, and counting. So, Venom game, right? Obviously, too, you got to throw in there the DLC, which I think by now they probably should have already finished, recording lines and things of that nature for the DLC. Who knows? Maybe that project is still going in the Matrix right now. I mean, I would think that they should be done with it and polishing it and getting it ready for release. But it could very well indicate that the Venom game is the Venom game Tony Todd. And I feel like Tony Todd he's a legend. I love Tony Todd, by the way. He's going to be in the Indiana Jones game, I believe, as a villain. Oh my God, Indiana Jones. Stop. Okay, so yeah, Tony Todd, he's a legend, man. And I think he learned his lesson from the last time. And, he don't want to slip up and say it. But I do think that Venom game, I don't know if we're going to see it this year. But I'm hoping that, whenever we do see it, it really gives us something different, right? It really knock it out the park in terms of what Insomniac can truly do. I think Wolverine is probably going to be what Insomniac can truly do, because I feel like that game is really going to let us see something, a whole different side of Insomniac games. And, but I think this Venom game, it's so far away. I don't think that's coming out anytime soon, probably 2027. I think according to the Insomniac leaks, I think it's going to be 2027 at this point. But we will see what happens on that one. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Whenever Sony decides to show it off, I'm all for it, baby. I'm all for it. So shout out to the legend Tony Todd and, whatever else is in the Matrix right now. So love you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know if you're hyped for the Venom game. I can sit here and go all day long about how is it going to look on PS5 Pro. The utilization of the DualSense controller and blah, blah, blah. Ideas that I would love for a Venom game, blah, 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 blah. But trust and believe. I trust in Insomniac Games, and I know they can deliver the goods. So there's that one. All right. Let's move on to our next topic. Bluepoint Games. Ooh. Now, this gets me really, really excited. Oh, man. I know some of you PlayStation fans know exactly what I'm talking about. Bluepoint. Yes. So I'm excited about Bluepoint. And the reason why we are talking about Bluepoint Games is like we've heard this is nothing new. We've heard that they're working on something new. Year before last, we heard that they're working on something brand new, and they teased it on Twitter. And, a lot of people got really excited because we thought, oh, Bluepoint Games is working on a remake. They're working on SOCOM, or they're working on Resistance, or they're working on something, right? Remake wise. And, the fact that they're working on something original and knowing the potential of Bluepoint Games gets me excited. Well, why are we talking about Bluepoint Games today? We do have an update on this original game, which I think should give you guys a little bit of excitement, because right now on the PlayStation side, there's literally no hype right now, but I tried. This is my job. My job is to get you guys excited for these games and whatever the case may be. So let's dive into our next topic here. Do me a favor, guys, if you're enjoying the show, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right. So check this information out. So as you guys can see right here, this is coming from PSU.com. It says right here that Bluepoint Games confirms it's still working on an original title. I quote, original title, end quote. So this is awesome. So we have Peter Dalton from Bluepoint Games confirmed that nothing has changed in regards to its earlier statement that it's working on an original title for its next project. Nothing, look at this right here. I quote, I'm just going to read the whole thing. Nothing has changed since our statement that we are working on an original title. Everything takes time. We are committed to sharpening our skills. Wow. Wow. Stop right there. Stop right there. Wow. Can you imagine? If you're a gamer, if you are a PlayStation fan, I need you to, what Peter just said, I need y'all to, I know it's not much to go off of, but I need y'all to download that on your hard drives, in your brains right now, and understand that Bluepoint Games, they're going to raise that bar. I'm excited about original games. This is exciting. I'm excited about new IPs. This is exciting because the fact that this is in development still, we don't know how far along this game is in, probably about at least 2 years now or less, a little bit less. And the fact that PS5 Pro dev kits were in the hands of Sony first party developers since 2023 of September. Wow. I can only imagine. And I really hope to see this game at the next PS5 showcase. We don't see it at the next PS5 showcase, then we'll see it next year. But regardless of the fact, you heard what he said. Things take time. Amazing greatness takes time. And I'm okay for that. I'm not the one to sit here and want to rush these developers because haste make waste. My dad used to always tell me that. Like, son, take your time. Take your time and figure things out. Or figure it out. Take your time and figure it out. Don't rush through anything because haste make waste, right? And so with that being said, I have faith in their original IP. Whatever they have, take your time. Don't rush it. Same thing with Gears E-Day. I trust in the coalition. Take your time. Take all of your sweet merry time. Because if there's one thing I could tell you about haste, like the whole Cyberpunk situation, Cyberpunk will always be a part of my brain, bro. It will never go away of how disastrous that was, right? Of a launch and how broken that was of a launch. And there's so many other games after Cyberpunk. It seemed like these developers don't learn their lesson. Take your time. Take your time. You don't have to rush through anything or anything like that. So exciting times, man. Exciting times. Hopefully we get to see a little bit of update on Bluepoint's next game and, you know, what they're actually working on and, you know, things of that nature. But yeah, ultimately, guys, that concludes the main part of the show. If you guys have any questions, you do want to support the show extensively, you can do so by super chatting or donating the link in the description, which is all optional. Support our show so that we can continue to get better. And also consider becoming a member as well. That definitely does help us out. All of that is optional. So appreciate you guys. Q&A time. Let me know if you enjoyed the show. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes on today's show. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's get into Q&A. Let's get some music going real quick, and then we'll get into the Q&A. All right, so we're in the Q&A portion right now. Okay, what's up? What's up, everybody? We're in the Q&A. You know what? Let me do this real quick. I don't know if you guys have seen Black Myth Wukong. Oh my God, bro. Literally, bro, I am just blown away by how much this game is evolving. Like Black Myth, I think I've shown it the last time. That's one of those games that got me excited. Got me really, really, really excited. A lot of people were able to somehow get hands-on and they were able to play this game, and I was just like, man, you know, let's go. Let's freaking go. And I hope they can work out the Xbox kinks and stuff like that. But man, it looks awesome. It looks really, really awesome. I'm excited for a lot of the games that that are coming out this year. A lot of the third party stuff that are coming out this year. So it's definitely exciting, man. Thank you so much. It says Lunatic Gamers today. Son of Goku full effect. He said, it's only, yeah, nothing new, Cheeto. I talked about it earlier, man. Nothing new. They skip Gamescom pretty much every year. You know what I mean? Because they got their own event. They want to do their own thing. Like I said, Sony wants to do their own thing. Sony wants to do their own thing. Sony wants to do their own thing. Man, we just got to chill, bro. We just got to chill, man. Can we have one day where we don't have drama, bro? Like, can we all just have a peaceful day to where we don't have no drama? Man, unfortunately, don't seem like we can. It says, I haven't seen it. I said, could you please show? Oh, man. Black Myth Wukong looks amazing, bro. I mean, it looks so freaking awesome. Man, let's see here. Pure Xbox, I think they had a a playthrough of it. And wow, man, it is so awesome to hear. I was
invited to play.
Let's I don't know if you guys want to watch that. It's a everybody thing. So if you guys don't want to watch it, I'm not gonna put it on. TJ, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, man? How's the rain and the storm treating you, man? How you been holding up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you holding up, bro? How you holding up? How you holding up? Oh yeah, Phantom Blade Zero. Oh man, I can't wait. I hope it's dropping this year, though. I hope it's dropping this year, but we'll see. It said Marlon Ammunition says you used to know that Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLC is announced at play. I hope so. I hope so. Do you guys want to see Black Myth Wukong? Pure Xbox have a lengthy discussion about it. So I don't know if you guys want to see it. Developers are going to have to change the game to get it to run on series. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. You say you guys want to watch it? Okay, all right. TJ says it did some damage, but overall it's good, bro. Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, if they get, bro, I hope Wolverine don't get canceled, bro, because too many leaks, bro. Too many freaking leaks, and it's so annoying. Too many freaking leaks. So I'm literally hoping for the best at this point. Too many leaks, man. Leaks are just ruining these games, these experiences. Oh yeah, hope you and the wife and the kids are doing great, TJ, man. Big up yourself, man. Thank you so much for being here today, man. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, so I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. You're a legend, bro. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a look at Black Myth Wukong, man. It's about 8 minutes. And this is come from Pure Xbox. Let me stop the music. And then we're going to take a look at this real quickly. All right. Hit the like button for me, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get them likes up. Make sure you guys go subscribe to purexbox.com. We're going to go over it and take a look at it right now. Let me go ahead and bring the chat over here because I want to see what you guys are actually saying. And let's go ahead and react to this, shall we? All right. I'm going to be right back as well, too. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, here we go. So we had Craig Reed. Hello, Craigo. He's from Pure Xbox. Make sure you go, subscribe to their channel and stuff. They have a preview of the game. So let's check it out.
Game Science's upcoming action RPG, Black Myth Wukong. I managed to get all the way to the end of a 2-hour hands-on demo with the game, so here are my thoughts. The footage you'll be watching is B-roll supplied by Game Science, so enjoy. For most, Summer Game Fest came to a close once Playdays wrapped on Monday, But not for us. Game Science, the talented developers responsible for the upcoming action RPG Black Myth: Wukong, found time for Pure Xbox the following day, and we're so glad they did because the game is phenomenal. He's real! Say what you like about Summer Game Fest's opening show, but there's no denying that when the Black Myth: Wukong trailer dropped, the air left the YouTube theater, and goosebumps were felt by many. So, you can only imagine the anticipation we felt whilst descending to the top floor suite of the Proper Hotel in downtown LA for a private 2-hour hands-on preview of the game.
You see that hotel over there? That is a proper hotel, that is.
For those who didn't know this already, Black Myth: Wukong is inspired by the 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West, considered one of East Asia's most popular literary works. It's not the first time the video game industry has been inspired by the shape-shifting Monkey King Sun Wukong, most notably Ninja Theory's favorable 2010 Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Our preview began by panning down on an extremely detailed peach. You could even see its individual fuzzies, chilling on the forest floor. Before we knew it, the peach revealed itself to be our shifty protagonist, Wukong. It took just a few seconds to acknowledge that Black Myth: Wukong is an Unreal Engine 5 game, so for the next 1 hour and 59 minutes, we knew we'd be in for a visual feast for the eyes. The demo tasked Wukong with scaling the Blackwind Mountain, an early chapter of the game and is a location familiar to those who know the source material. Our experience with Souls-like games, which Black Myth: Wukong isn't, but kinda is, more on this later, is that each location is a character unto itself. This is just as important, if not more so, than the charming Yao Guai that inhabit them. There were 3 locations we pilgrimaged through during our time with the game. The first was a rich greenwood where fallen leaves dance atop reclaimed temple ruins as you pummel wolf-like beasts with Wukong's trusty staff. The second housed several larger temples, swampy marshlands, and boss encounters including a massive white wolf Yao Guai with glowing red eyes, elevating the whole experience to spectacular levels. The third was the summit of Blackwind Mountain at sunset.
Wow.
Here we were faced with a gigantic fire-wielding
Man, this game
black
looks amazing.
bear. I'm not kidding when I say that my heart was pounding so hard I could feel it in my neck as the scene was set for this closing confrontation.
Wow.
It's fair to say that Black Myth: Wukong goes full bombast on its set-piece locations and doesn't hold back on the thrills either.
Looks amazing, man.
Our main weapon throughout the game is Wukong's Longstaff, an agile and quick-hitting pole capable of swatting demons 20-odd times in a single combo. Wukong is a nimble protagonist, opting for speedy chain attacks to best his foes, and dodges to avoid enemy assaults. There is no blocking system in Black Myth. Instead, it focuses on perfectly timed dodges to evade incoming blows. Technically, you can block with LB, which orders Wukong to spin his staff, but this seemed to only deflect certain projectile attacks like arrows. If a physical blow were to head his way, he'd have to dodge. Man,
that looks so
which
fire. Look at the fire, man.
Quickly. We noted the perfect timing window to be rather generous,
Wow.
which almost balanced the limited defensive
The fire
options.
looks amazing.
You can spam X for your fast-hitting combo, or hold Y for a heavy attack. These
Wow.
are both at the cost of stamina, and I could say more, but, you know, this is pretty straightforward stuff.
Man, this looks amazing, bro.
Things get a bit more interesting where Wukong's stances are concerned.
The
as they
gameplay
alter
looks
his
good.
moveset. During our demo, we managed to sample 2 of the 3 stances on offer. We began in Smash Stance, a quick combination of moves that reward you for being aggressive by building up a focus meter to pull off heavy attacks. The second stance was made available to us once Wukong reached level 5. We'd like to think of the Pillar Stance as the antagonizing cheeky shit moveset. In Pillar Stance, Wukong sits atop his staff. If you're able to hold this position and build your focus meter, the staff gets longer and longer and longer. This goads his enemies into range before unleashing a mega ground slam assault, practically one-tapping anyone caught under his staff. Pillar was our favorite stance. We found ourselves giggling as we squared up to foes perched safely atop our 20-foot tall longstaff like some sort of a movable heckling arsehat.
Wow.
The third moveset is thrust stance. It was still quite far out of reach when our time with the game came to a close, only becoming available if we hit level 20. I suppose you can blame this on how long we sat on our black iron pillar like the brave little monkey we are. Some final notes on combat are the spells and shape-shifting abilities on offer in Black Myth: Wukong. Each offers a wide range of strategic options to control the battlefield in your favor. By progressing through the story or by beating specific enemies, Wukong can learn spells, like the aptly named Immobilize spell, which when cast consumes mana to freeze an enemy in place for a limited amount of time, opening them up for a barrage of bonks. There's no definite number of spells we're likely to see in the game yet, but there should be a fair few.
This looks amazing, man.
Wukong, of course, is known for his shape-shifting ability. In Black Myth, he uses these transformative
The
skills
fire
to
looks
replicate
so
certain
good.
special
Look at the
enemy
particle
Yaoguai.
effects.
In this demo, once we managed to best a flame-wielding daddy of a mini-boss,
Wow.
Wukong could adopt their physical form, weapon, and powerful attack patterns for a limited time,
Wow.
being able to shift into Yaoguai whenever things got spicy, or when we fancied capitalizing on an immobilized foe, varied the combat and elevated the whole experience.
Wow.
At
And the
first glance,
sound
you'd
is
be
good,
forgiven
too.
for thinking Black Myth: Wukong was a Souls-like game. There are a lot of similarities to Dark Souls. Vanquish an enemy, gain willpower, kinda like Souls. Need to replenish your health? Drink from your gourd, kinda like flasks. You get the idea, right? Black Myth:
Whoa,
Wukong draws
yo,
a
the
lot
dodge
from the
mechanic
genre,
is
but in
crazy.
actuality is more comparable to an action RPG.
Wow.
Game Science opted for a more traditional skill tree, instead of tying character abilities to weapons and armor. Stances are unlocked by reaching levels and enhanced by spending earnable sparks on foundation skills or stance upgrades. Also, rather than punish the player for dying, it encourages strength and power with an awesome amount of named boss fights.
Man.
Black Myth definitely feels easier than your traditional Souls-like, but strikes a solid balance between that and an action RPG.
Man.
Now,
Wow.
there's plenty more we'd love to say about Black Myth: Wukong, but considering the game is still in active development and subject to change, we'd prefer to wait until its full release before definitively expressing how we feel. And before you ask, whilst we shared a room with a handful of developers and PR for Game Science, we were unable to ask about their recent decision to delay Black Myth: Wukong for Xbox Series X and S. We can understand many of our readers and listeners will be disappointed by this. We are too. But we wanted to respect our Read of the Room and celebrate how exciting the game is to play instead. We hope the delay isn't too long, because if our 2-hour session is indicative of what the whole experience is like, this could potentially be in the running for Game of the Year. It's seriously that good.
You
Are you
heard?
looking forward to Black Myth: Wukong on Xbox? Let us know in the comments. All that's left to say is bye-bye for now. Cheerio.
Oh boy, you heard what he said. You heard what he said. That's why I said it's a shame, man. It's a shame. That should be on Xbox day one. Day one. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. That's why I said earlier, like, there's a lot of room for improvements, man. A lot of room for improvements with Microsoft for their next generation console. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's a shame, because that's a big game. Like, if you look on YouTube right now, on a lot of the gameplay and stuff like that people are, you know, play testing and stuff at Summer Game Fest, I mean, those videos are getting thousands, hundreds and thousands of views, because there's a high interest for this game. High interest meaning that people want to play this game. People want to see more about this game. And the fact that it's not coming to Xbox day one, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's crazy, you know. But hey, whatever they already came out and said it was optimization issues, and they're planning on working that out, including also physical copies of the game as well. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Big sales, and similar to Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate went through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a similar affair there. And I don't know. But like I said, room for improvement. We all have room for improvement. So we will see what they decide to do for the future, because big game, you can't, it's one thing for like a AA or a smaller game. Big AAA games like this, you want to be able to have on your console day one, because you want to maximize hype and you want to maximize sales as much as you can. No excuses. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, man. You say you're not really into Wukong. I understand that. You know, it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not an everybody type of game. But like I said, it's very critical. It's very critical that you know that people do care about this stuff, man. And they want it day one on their console. They don't want to hear no excuses. He said, man, Marlon, that mic is clean. Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. You know, like I've always said on the channel, man, whenever you guys donate and stuff, that's where the money goes. It goes back into the channel. And I did, upgrade a few things in the office and things of that nature. New mic arm. I have this new Elgato mic arm. So, it's different from the traditional one that was going across the screen. I like this one easier because when I'm done with it, I can just push it to the side, and you don't hear no squeaking or anything. I can adjust it however I want it to be, and it's across the table instead of from the side of the table. But I love this microphone because it sounds really good. It sounds crisp. And the other one that I bought that one like 4 years ago. The other mic I had, that mic still works, but I want to keep it into the bat cave. So whenever we're doing like PC gameplay and stuff like that, I can have that mic instead of bringing that mic back and forth in the office and bringing it back into the bat cave. So I was just like, we need another mic. But this mic is phenomenal. I love it. And I love the RGB. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I love RGB. I love it. It's phenomenal. Thank you. So what's your top 3 showcase this year? I would definitely say Microsoft number 1, Nintendo 2, and then Summer Game Fest 3. Or it's a tie. 3 is a tie between Summer Game Fest and Ubisoft. Yes, it changes colors. Yes, change all different colors. The colors of the rainbow. Yes. It said, Jamal, if it's not going to Game Pass, most Xbox gamers don't care. I don't know, man. I just feel like, listen, bro. I just feel like if you spend $500 on a console, bro, you should care. What, Game Pass or no Game Pass? If I spend $500 on a console and a game that everybody is hyped for is not coming to my console, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. Period. End of story. You know what I mean? So Game Pass or no Game Pass, I'm gonna be freaking pissed. You bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna be pissed. Because I want to be able to play that stuff. I want to be able to experience that stuff. And it's just like, well, we can't because of this or because of that or because of whatever. Like, no, I want to be able to experience this, So, yeah, you have to care, man. You have to. You say, I pre-ordered Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, that's what's up. You have to care. You have to. You said, Marlon, did you see Hip Hop video? He was invited to play Phantom Blade. Yeah, I saw it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was at Summer Game Fest. Shout out to Hip Hop. Yeah, man, Phantom Blade Zero is fire, bro. I that's a game that I'm just like, wow. We have seen countless gameplays on that game. Wow, man. I'm just wow. He says, I guess you need to wait 2 to 3 years to do 30 FPS review on the potato box. 2 to 3 years. I guess however how long it takes. I guess however how long it takes, my G. However how long it takes. However how long it takes, man. He said GTA 6 coming to PC day and date means nothing. It's not coming day and date. You know what I mean? It's not coming day and date. That's the thing. It's not coming day and date. It's not. So, there's that, man. And that is true, Jamal. Tamper expectations. Tamper expectations. Tamper expectations. Player, what's up, bro? How you doing? Make sure you guys hit the like button for me, guys. The goal is to get over 200 likes. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. If you do love what we do here, I appreciate you guys. Any questions, any concerns, feel free to super chat or tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation. I appreciate y'all. He says, that's why I always say a showcase doesn't mean anything without results. That is true. 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 But I give credit where credit's due, man. Having a phenomenal showcase does matter. You know what I mean? It does matter. It does. It really does. Because if you have a whack showcase, that's going to hurt a lot of things. And you need to show the games. You need to show games. So, Andre said third-party releases for Xbox on the same release schedule as PC. You might as well get a PC. That is true. That is true. But like I said, if games are skipping Xbox, you got PC. For those who have PC and I have other options, like I said, every screen is an Xbox. So you're not just limited to the console, but there's a lot of people that don't want to play nowhere else but on the console. And for those people, it sucks. Dallas, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. It says you also pay for a service that nowhere Game Pass quality too. He said Metro Prime 4 looks like a Switch game. I think it's going to be a cross-gen game between the Switch 2 and the Switch. But you guys already know, man. I see a lot of people complaining about Metroid Prime. It's like you can't make everybody happy, bro. Listen, Nintendo is not all about that graphical, amazing looking PS5 Series X type of stuff. Like, people can never be satisfied. Just be happy that we got what we got and just keep it pushing from there. That's it. That's it. Like, that's all it is. Like, we don't need to be doing all this unnecessary, it don't look good. It looked like a 2016 game. It's Nintendo. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. Man, that game looks amazing. The Metro Prime 4, they didn't even have to show it. That's the crazy part. They didn't have to show it, and people are still friggin' complaining. That's what blows my mind. People are still complaining. And it's like, bro, Prime 4 looks amazing. I'm excited for Prime 4. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Let's see here. He said, Marlon, $500 plus all parts to build a PC. You can build a PC for $500, but don't expect to do no crazy stuff with it. I mean, there are graphics cards that are out there for $100. You can get, a CPU and a motherboard on the used market for cheap. You can build a PC for $500. Just don't expect to do nothing crazy and above the moon with it. Streaming is mainstream too, and it's actually bleeding the majority of companies that are streaming services. Well, there you go. You said, Marlon, so what's your expectations? Oh, let me big this up real quick so I can kind of see. Let's see here. Mod activity. Oh, wow. Mod activity. Mod activity shown. Oh, that's something new. Timestamps. Oh, YouTube over here like showing stuff. Okay, cool. Let me big this up so I can see the comments a little bit better. All right, there we go. Now it's a little bit easier on the eyes. There we go. Now it's a little bit easier on the eyes now. Now I can see. I don't have to be straining to see. So Marlon, so what's your expectations for Metroid Prime 4 or of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Story and Metroid Prime 3 Corruption? Where do you think the direction of the story will go from the third game? How it will start out? It's kind of hard to say. Because I think a lot of times when it comes to sequels or prequels or whatever the case may be, sometimes you don't get a direct continuation. And with Metroid games, for me, it was always just like, okay, what's next? Like, what else can they do? You know what I mean? What else can they offer us in terms of story and in terms of fresh new things to add to the gameplay to make it fresh or whatever the case may be. And I think ultimately, I think that just adding more abilities to Samus, and obviously when you get into the morph ball or whatever, but just adding more platforms and more abilities and more upgrade abilities for Samus, and just making it something fresh again. Like, being that this is the 4th installment for Metroid, just make it a little different, right? In terms of the gameplay mechanics, still keep what makes Metroid great, but also add some new stuff to the actual game. You know what I mean? And make it fresh, make it different, and also give us a continuation. But in terms of direction, I don't know, man. Just keep doing what they do best with Metroid. You know what I mean? Just keep doing what they do best. And at the same time, give us our closure and give us our surprises and what we're expecting them to show off and what we expecting to see. It said PC is very overrated to me. Why is that? Why is PC overrated? Why is PC overrated? It says, remember, everything on console is upscale. You can turn it off. My 1080p can run all Stolen games natively. He said, Marlon, what new Venom game? I guess you didn't pay attention to the Insomniac leak. Apparently, and also Insomniac, I've already said it, that if people want a Venom game, that they need to speak up on it. And people have been ranting and raving about that they want a new Venom game. So they're going to make a new Venom game. And it was a part of the Insomniac leak. And it seems as though Tony Todd is teasing their next project. And so, people are having it to say that it's the next Venom game, or not next Venom game, but the new Venom game that's supposed to be coming out, I think in 2027 or something like that. Or 2026, whichever time it's going to come out. It says, I'm more looking forward to that perfect. Oh my God, dude. Perfect Dark looks amazing, bro. I was a bit worried about that game, bro. But my God, bro. Listen, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea, man. Man. Yeah, I'm excited. I said, Marlon, if Red Dead 3 happens, who should be the protagonist? I'll say it should be Sadie or Jack. Sadie or Jack. Sadie or Jack. Sadie or Jack. I don't know. Sadie or Jack. I don't know. Sadie or Jack. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could be either or I don't know. Yeah, Sadie or Jack. Interesting. Venom game and Venom movie coming. Yeah, they should release the game alongside the movie, but who knows? Maybe you might get that Venom game in 2025, but we'll see. Game Pass sucks. Oh, well. Hey, the wife thinks it sucks. Oh, well. I said, Marlon, I do remember when my brother had Metroid Prime 3 on the Wii. He says, we were immersed into the universe. It was one of the best showcase that the Wii was capable of. Yeah. Man, it was so long ago when I played Metroid Prime 3, bro. And it was so amazing. It was so amazing, bro. With the motion controls, with the Wii and stuff like that. And when you get into the ball and you're rolling in like different, platforms and going through different pipes and stuff like that. And the boss fights and stuff. And oh my God. It was ahead of its time for sure. I love the Metroid games, man. And Metroid Dread was really good. So, if you do love Metroid, check out Metroid Dread as well. Yeah, for sure, Sergeant. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see what happens, man. He says, I never use Game Pass, but I did use PlayStation Plus before. Interesting. He said, yeah, for sure. I used to love the screw attack. Oh, yeah, I remember that. He says, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan of the 2D Metroid game. Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. Remember Super Metroid? Oh, man. Crazy. He says, we know Pony's never seen a game with quality like Hellblade 2. Oh, here we go. Stirring the pot. We stirring the pot now. I see what we're doing. We're stirring the pot. He says, I just want to see that Last Ronin. Oh, my God. Last Ronin looks amazing. Raby, what's going on, man? What's up? Yeah, I don't know why, bro, but I just love Ridley as a villain, as a character. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just crazy. Man. And Silux from what's it? What was it again? Metroid Hunters, if I remember correctly. Man, they show off Silux. I was like, wow, bro. Wow. I just like, wow, bro. Yeah. He says, why did you buy the Xbox for Mario game? Wasting your hard-earned money. I'm not wasting my money because it's for the channel. It's not just for me to finish certain games that I want to play, that are just like, I guess, because, certain things are on Game Pass, PC, and certain things are on console. So, and then also for the channel as well. So it's not a waste of money. It goes right back to the channel. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jamal. Oh, God. Nah, that's you. That's you, Anonymous. That's you, man. That's all you, baby. That's all you. You the man, bro. You the man. I'm trying to be like you. You the man. I can be the man if you're the man. You know? It says, are you flying to Germany to be? I wish. I ain't got no Germany money. That's expensive to fly. The only way I'll be able to fly to Germany ever, well, one, I need to get my passport going, and then two, money. I need to have money. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Very expensive, bro. I mean, very expensive to fly overseas. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're brand new. Appreciate y'all coming with your questions, concerns. I love this. I love what we're having here. You have YouTube money, right? Wait. What? You say you have YouTube money? YouTube money. What's that supposed to mean, Count? Matthew Henderson, what's up, bro? He said flying to Germany is rookie numbers. Oh, okay. I hear you, big dog. I hear you. Oh, man. Here. Freddie. Hey, man. I just smile. I smile. I just smile, bro. Freddie, let me explain that to you, my man. Let me explain that. It's called hard work. That's what it's called. It's called hard work, my G. Hard work. That's what it's called. Hard work, man. That's what it's called. Hard work. He says YouTube taking that 30% cut and then taxes do the rest. Ain't Mr. Beast money yet. Exactly. People talk about YouTube money. And I'm sitting in a stream today with 0 donations, but yet still I have money. Or I have YouTube money. Okay. Okay. He said, don't get me wrong, I love PC. He says, I'm just not going to act like a $2,800 PC makes sense to most people. It's not. It's not. What makes sense for a lot of people, to keep it real simple, is a console. You know what I mean? That's what makes it real simple for a lot of people, right? Is a console. They don't want to have to build a PC. They don't want to have to buy a pre-built PC or anything like that. They just want it to be simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So, hey, man. 0 donations and no ads. There you go. There you go. He said, I show speed money. I wish. Do I look like Kai Cenat? I don't know, man. I don't know. Making like 5K every month, YouTube money plus Microsoft check. I receive in the name of Jesus, my G. I receive that in the name of Jesus. I'm going to speak it into existence. 5K a month, guys. I mean, 5K a month, God. And plus a Microsoft check, plus a Sony check on top of that, God. Amen and amen. I'm speaking it into existence. It says, what mic is that, Marlon, bro, when you get a chance? It is the Razer Siren V3 Chroma. That's what it is. Razer's not giving me a check. So, yeah, they're not giving me a check, but that's what it is. I can show you the box if you would like. Yeah, I mean, it's true. He said, Marlon, Ultimate Spider-Man 2005, good game to play Venom, not 2 missions. True. He said, give me some NVIDIA stocks instead. Hey, there you go. There you go. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Marty, anytime, bro. Anytime. That's what I'm here for, man. Anytime. Yes, sir. He says more like you giving Razor a check. Exactly. They exactly. He says I need Dutch Bros coffee at work ASAP. Oh baby, with all this rain. Oh man, we're getting so much rain. It was just like real heavy outside right now. Yeah, they're supposed to be dropping news on the 5080 or 5090 soon. Big ups to TJ, man. Big ups to TJ Robinson, man. You guys are awesome, bro. He said, Marlon, I'm actually concerned with gaming today because watch when they show Samus in her Zero suit, there's going to be a journalist complaining about her being attractive to modern day gaming. Whatever, man. Same thing with Stellar Blade. People just... It's always, yeah, it's going to be something. You already know, man. You already know, man. You already know. You already know. It's always something to complain about, bro. Always. Always, man. Nobody's ever going to be 100% happy. It's always something to complain about. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that direct was phenomenal. You already know. Yep, exactly. You already know. You say, yeah, we having a heat wave here in NYC. Really, Cheeto? Wow. Always something to complain about. Sea of Thieves? No. Yeah, always something to complain about, bro. You say, yeah, that's sad. Samus has always looked good. Even Zero Suit Samus in Smash Bros. Ultimate, they were complaining. I mean, if you always complain, we can't worry about people. I've always said this, guys. My dad always tell me this. Stop worrying about people and what people have to say and do you. At the end of the day, like Etika would say, do you. Write your own book, write your own destiny, do you. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want to do in the world. Don't complain. Just do you. So true, man. So true. People always going to complain. What you like, maybe the other person don't like. But hey, man, just do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. Raby, man. He knows, man. But the $1 million question is, what is he going to do about it? He knows, but what is he going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? What is he going to do about it? Still wakes the deep. I haven't looked too much into that. I'll see what's up. If anything, they're complaining because the IPs like Stellar Blade to sell more. People are tired of it. He said that microphone is 300 plus, 3K computer system, lighting, $300. Here you go. Here you guys go, man. Yeah, you gotta upgrade, man. Gotta upgrade, bro. You have to upgrade. You have to upgrade your setup. You have to keep evolving. If you keep staying, stale or keep doing the same thing over, people will get tired. So you have to do something that's going to attract people to your channel to watch you. You got to keep evolving to the next thing, bro. That's something that I've always, I look back at content from like 10 years ago that I've done and look at where I'm at today. I've evolved a lot. You know what I mean? I've worked very hard on my channel to evolve and to make enough money to reinvest back into my content. And I mean, you come to my stream, you look at the video quality and it's impressive. Sometimes I even remember, don't call his name for no reason, but I remember Etika's streams. I would go to his streams and man, his streams were so crisp. To this day, I don't see nobody else that have the streams like Etika had back in the day. Like his streams was just out of this world. That dude was just one of a kind. That dude's a legend, the king of streamers. I mean, Kai Cenat, no disrespect. He's phenomenal. He's great, but he ain't no Etika for sure. I mean, streaming, his camera quality was just out of this world good. And his editing skills was just top notch, bar none. And so Etika inspired me in so many different ways as a streamer, as a content creator. And yeah, man, the quality of my streams weren't always this good. I used to have, crappy 1080p webcam, but you have to start from somewhere. Microphone wasn't all that great. Every once in a while, I might have issues with my mic or issues with my equipment, but, from where I'm coming from, guys, I'm coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people look at me and see all this stuff, the house, all that, bro. I worked for this stuff, bro. Like I struggled to get here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like started from the bottom, and work hard, grind. And my dad can tell you, he can come on stream right now and tell you, work 4 jobs and do YouTube at the same time. Hustling. Man, some people don't know struggle, bro. They just look at the results. This is the results of the hard work. You got to focus on your bag. Get your bag up and focus on you and the betterment of yourself and take care of your health. And the rest will do itself. You know what I mean? So that's what I've done. I felt like if I didn't work as hard as I've worked, on YouTube, I wouldn't have this roof over my head right now. And including God. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not ashamed of YouTube, and people have bad things to say about me, whether it's hate or envy or whatever. I don't care. I've worked hard on YouTube on this channel for 10 years. In approximately another 5 more days will be the 10-year anniversary of this channel. And if it wasn't for the 10 years of my life that I put into this channel, and in the other 7+ years on YouTube, probably wouldn't be sitting in this chair in this office right now, in this space right now. Hard work. Some of you youngins, some of you older dudes, who are still trying to get there, bro. You can get there. You just gotta grind. You gotta do the jobs that you don't want to do. And believe me, I've done the jobs that a lot of you dudes will probably never do. Clean toilets because of pride. Some people don't want to clean toilets. I've cleaned toilets. I've mopped floors. I've buffed floors. I went to schools with my dad, buff out floors, take out trash. Worked in the sewer. Did plumbing work with my dad. Because my dad is he's an all around handyman. My dad does everything, and I learned everything from my dad. Well, mostly everything. The rest of the stuff I learned on my own, and worked on cars. And bro, I've been grinding my whole life. So what I have right now, bro, is not a hand-me-down. It's grind. Literally grind. Save. My wife can tell you, I save. She can tell you. She've already told you. You know what I mean? And with the help of a lot of you guys who have seen my grind for years and want to be generous enough to donate and bless the channel in different ways. And I appreciate that, because honestly, if the content wasn't good, you guys wouldn't donate. And because of all of that contribution, I am able to sit in all this right now. You know what I mean? I've my whole life, I've been dreaming to have a house, and I've been dreaming to have my own office so that I can do whatever I want to do. Have the internet that I need to have the equipment that I need to have to make the content. Struggled, bro. Used to live with my dad. Used to live with my aunt. My whole teenage life, I was living with my aunt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of myself because I've always said I wanted a house. That's why I'm a firm believer. Use my life. I want my life, whether I'm here or not in the future. I want you guys to use my life as an example. You see what I'm saying? Take my upbringing and my journey on YouTube as something for your business, for whatever it is that you're doing with your life. You know what I mean? You're getting your bag up, you're getting your educational stuff done or whatever. Listen, use that same rule applied. Don't ever give up, because when you give up, it's over. It's all done. And trust me, the amount of setbacks that I've had with buying a house, it's unreal. I've been trying for years, 10 plus years, almost 15 years to buy a house and couldn't get one because it wasn't the time. And at that time I was, ambitious and, grinding, and some days are good, some days are bad. And you just have to take the good with the bad. And you just have to keep pushing. So I'm proud. When it's all said and done with YouTube, I'm proud of my accomplishments. I'm proud of the people that I've met. I'm proud of the connections that I've able to build. And I'm proud of every time I wake up in the morning and I look at these four walls, I can see what I've worked for, what I've grinded hard for. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. I couldn't have done it without Jesus, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Full stop. Grind, bro. You got to grind. Got to grind. Got to grind, bro. It's the only way to get it. It's the only way to get it. You can't worry about people and what they're saying about you. Can't worry about relationships and females and males or whatever. However you swing, you got to get your bag up. You got to worry about your bag. You got to upgrade yourself and keep evolving and keep getting better and stay focused. It's not easy, bro. I've been living in apartments longer than some of you guys were in high school or middle school. Struggled to get here, bro. Struggled to get here. Had rats. Some of you guys remembered, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, I was in a rat infested apartment eating tuna for dinner. You know what I mean? Eating canned chickens for dinner. You guys remember that? You know what I mean? I told you I'm an open book. I told you guys everything. You know what I mean? Unless you guys don't listen to me. Some of y'all have been sub for a while. Rat infested freaking apartment. I felt like I was in New York all over again. Giant freaking rats all up in my pantry, eating up all my freaking food. You know what I mean? I just bought groceries. Them suckers up in there from next door coming over, eating up all my doggone food in my pantry. You see what I'm saying? Some days I went without food. That's just the way how life works. You know what I'm saying? And some of you guys came through, hey, man, get yourself some lunch, bro. DoorDash you something. Man, some people don't know struggle. Ramen noodles, my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I had ramen noodles almost every night. Like, bro, trust me. So, man, the journey was very long, bro. But as old as I am right now, I'm proud of myself because I have my daughter right now, and I want her to grow up and look at me as a role model and look at my struggles and not struggle like me and use me as an example. You know what I mean? And her to be able to have a house, to be able to crawl around and jump around and scream and not have to worry about the neighbors, or not have to worry about anybody above or beneath. That was my goal. That was my plan. That was my wish. Is it by the time I have a kid or something like that, I want to be able to have a house so that my kid, can roam around and do whatever they want to do and not have to big old backyard, do whatever you want to do. Something that I didn't have when I was growing up. You know what I mean? So some people don't know the history behind me and, how I struggled to get here, bro. Like sometimes I think about it, makes me want to cry. You know what I mean? But God is good. He's good, bro. He's good. He's amazing. I ain't ashamed to say it, man. Everything that I have, bro, I fought for it. I fought for it. Whether it's going out there to go, some of y'all don't even remember. I used to do Lyft. I used to do Uber. Come on, guys. I used to do DoorDash. Man, some of y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know. I finish working at Walmart, get off of one job, go to FedEx, leave FedEx, go to the game store and work. After the game store, I go to DoorDash, do DoorDash, finish up DoorDash for a limit, pump some more gas, and then do Uber, and then do Lyft, both of them at the same time. What? Out there all night long. All night long. And then I used to get happy when I was doing Lyft and Uber. I used to get happy because I was like, oh, shoot, we got a surge. And when you get them surge fares, that's like a $200-$300 fare. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, man, I'm getting a ride to the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to the airport, man. I used to love them grinds, man. What? Sleeping in my car. Some of y'all don't even know, man. You don't know, but you don't know now. You know now. You know now. Struggled to get here, bro. Struggled. Man, it was not easy, bro. Not easy. So just know, you see all this stuff here, hard work. Hard work. 100% hard work. You know? And man, yeah, my dad literally, like, my mom's has helped, but my dad has helped more in my life. And the rest of it is on my own. Like, majority of it is like literally on my own. Like, and here I am. So, yeah, man. It's real talk, bro. Real talk. It says I own less so I can live, he said, and be rich. He said to earn, make us spend more. Yeah, that is true. That is true, man. That is true. You know what I mean? Like, man, people don't even know what it's like to live in your car, bro. People don't even know what it's like to live in your car. Like, it's like, or even sleeping in your car because you got to get to the next job or you got to do whatever the case may be. Like, it's not easy, man. My dad, nah, he don't. He don't. Nah, effective. Nah, man. What's up, Nola? Nola boy, what's popping, bro? What's up? What's good, fam? How you doing? Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys for the love. Thank y'all for the support. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Yeah, it's deep. Yeah, for sure, man. I like to be open and honest with everything, you know? Drummer Man says, are you about to give your whole life story? I'm not giving my whole life story, but I'm letting people know that, you know, people see me with this and all the stuff I have. It's the grind. It's the grind. They can get it too. It's the grind. That's what it is, you know? So that's what it is, bro. That's all. That's all. Nothing else. He said people need to hear about working hard. Nothing comes easy these days. Most definitely. Anything worth having, you work for it. Most definitely. It's not. It's funny how people pull the, oh, you're telling your whole life story card. It's not telling the whole life story. It's allowing your audience, the people who support you, to know where you're coming from. You understand what I'm saying? And hopefully telling them where you're coming from will kind of inspire them or enlighten them to, you know, work harder, you know what I mean? For whatever it is that they want. It's not easy, bro. Nothing in life is easy. And if you, just like if this was a different profession, like if I was making music for a living, if I was a rapper or something like that, bro, you gotta grind to be even relevant, for people to even listen to you, right? In order for you to get clicks, and in order for people to decide that, oh, you know what, I'm gonna buy his album, or I'm gonna buy his, his songs or whatever. It's the same thing. It's same kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes down to you as the creator. You're the one that's creating the music. You're the one that's creating the content. And if people don't see value in what you're creating, they're not gonna support you. So you can say it's begging or asking all you want. Like, that's just not how it works. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's just not, that's not how it works. You gotta put in the work. You know what I mean? People always ask me, oh man, how did you get your channel so big? You know what I tell them? I tell them I got my channel big by doing me and doing what I love to do. Simple as that. Next year, when Metroid Prime 4 comes out, Marlon should do a dedication to Etika. I said that will be a big W dream come true stream. Oh man, I know. Yo, Nola says, I'm good, bro. Blessings to you and the family. Big up, King Nola. Happy to see you in here, man. Shouts to all my my elite members of the nation, man. You guys are amazing. You know what I mean? You guys are amazing, man. It's great to see y'all up in here. Says, I always tell my wife about your story. It's encouraging and helps me even to keep hustling. Oh, man. Hey, you know, that's amazing to hear, man. That's really amazing to hear when you guys introduce the channel to other members of your family, or you introduce, you know, your spouses or whoever, you know, to the channel, or you let them know my story. And that's what I want. I want my story to be heard and to be told, and, you know, to help change lives for the better. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of you guys have been following my journey on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube, I told you guys, since I was like 19 going on 18. I mean, 19 going on 20, sorry. 19 going 20. You know what I'm saying? Literally 19 fixing to be 20. That's how long I've been doing YouTube. Been doing YouTube literally almost half my life. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube changed my life because I decided that I was going to do something about my life and do something impactful. You know what I mean? Something that could make a difference somehow for everybody, you know? So yeah, that's just the way it is, man. Yo, Christian, thank you so much, man, for the $1. The first donation. The biggest donation of the show is $1. Thank you so much for that $1. He says, do I think Sony needs to do a showcase? Yes, desperately need to. Microsoft bodies them and Nintendo picked up. Hey, you know what? I didn't even get to check the poll. I didn't even get to check the poll. Thank you guys, man. We have 589 votes. I said, do you think that Sony will have a PS5 showcase this year? 60% of you guys said yes. 40% of you guys said no. So thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for the love. Appreciate that. And that puts you, Christian, at the #1 spot. You should see your name pop up on one of these right here. So Christian, you're #1 right now. Thank you for the $1 donation. I said, bless you and your family. Happy gamer. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. It says, how is it that many votes but far less likes to your channel? That's how it is. That's how it is. It said 589 people and only $1 donated. What? Yep. I don't even know if there were 589 people, but that's how many votes. We have 600 votes right now. But yeah, $1. $1. And you know what? That's amazing. That's awesome. If that's all I get today, that's all I get today is $1. And I'm happy with that. Thank you so much, Christian. God bless you. Thank you. You didn't have to donate that $1, but you did. And Janice, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate that. It says PS Ready just put out a video saying that PS5 Pro is going to replace the base PS5. Well, the Slim replaced the base PS5. I guess the OG PS5. Now that's going to be interesting. I don't think that's going to be the case. To be honest with you, I don't think that's going to be the case at all. Because the base PS5 is going to be there for those people who don't want a Pro. So I don't think they're going to just sit there and be like, oh yeah, well, there's that, right? What the heck? What? TJ Robinson with the $100. Oh my God. TJ, you did not have to do that. Shout outs to my wife with the $5. Well, okay, so TJ just cleared the board. TJ just cleared the board right now. Shout out to TJ Robinson, man. Shout outs to my wife, man. My wife is so amazing. It's unbelievable. Like, TJ, you're amazing. It's unbelievable. You guys did not have to do that. You know what? I would have been happy with $1, bro. I would have been happy ending the stream off with $1. You know, I take my blessings, man. I'm grateful for whatever it is that I get, bro. Because nobody, my dad and even my wife will always say, like, nobody has to do nothing for you or give you anything. And it's always amazing that the biggest supporters, the biggest people that care about you are strangers, people who you do not know in person. You know what I mean? And they're the ones that love you the most and care about your well-being the most. And I appreciate you guys. I really do. I really do. You guys are awesome. Wow. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, babes. So we have the top stream donators are TJ. No. TJ. Oh my God. Have mercy. Wow, bro. Wow. Bro, I was okay with just $1. TJ with $200. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. TJ, really? Oh, man. You did not, like I said, hey, man, I would have been happy with $1, bro. I would have been happy with $1. Wow. Thank you so much, man. I ain't about to cry right now. Shoot. I was gonna be okay. End off the day today with $1, bro. You know, just like every other day where I don't make anything, I'm happy with that. You know, like it is what it is, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Seriously, TJ, you always. That's why I say, like, with our community, man, you have the elite members. The elite members are the ones who donate the most and, you know, support the most and check in the most and make sure that I'm mentally okay or call or text or whatever. Like, TJ, what? Oh my God. Oh my God. TJ, what? I don't deserve this, man. I don't deserve anything, bro. I don't deserve anything, bro. I don't deserve this at all, bro. Bro, I don't deserve this, man. Like, I don't deserve anything at all, man. I don't deserve nothing at all. Nothing. I don't deserve a darn thing, bro. Yo, TJ, bro. TJ, that's the biggest donation. Do you realize that is the biggest donation of the month of June, month of May, and month of April from one individual? That is literally, my man just carried 3 months. Literally just, wow. Don't deserve nothing, man. I don't deserve nothing, man. You guys are just too nice. Thank you, TJ, man. Thank you. Effective with the $2 says, Marlon, stop. He said, you're going to make me cry. I don't mean to make you cry, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you cry. He says, it's too soon for PS5. He says, we need more games. Yeah, most definitely. It said that stream you did when you drove to GameStop and bought your PS5. He said those streams were legendary. Oh man, TJ, what? Nah, bro. No. TJ, that's $400. Shut up. No. That is $400. Wow. Look at, man, God is so amazing. God, I worship you on today. Thank you, Father God, for listening to all my prayers. God, you know all my struggles. And you, God, you know everything that I'm standing in need of. And God, thank you for these amazing people. My wife can tell you I'm a praying man. I literally came in this office and I prayed and I asked God to bless our stream, bless our show, bless our channel, and allow every bill that is due under this roof to be fulfilled every month so that we can keep this house going. We can keep this nice office, this small office that I have here, to keep it going. Man, God listens, bro. He does. He does, man. Yeah, you guys should give Jesus a try, man. He's amazing, bro. He really is. He's working through TJ right now. $400, bro. That's 4 months of carrying. This man has literally single-handedly carried the channel for 4 consecutive months. That's the biggest donation that we have gotten in 4 months of streaming. Wow. Man is carrying. Wow, man. Wow. God is good, man. He says sound effects not functioning, Marlon. It is functioning. It makes that beep sound. You hear the birds and stuff chirping. He said, dude's too much gravy. He said, no more Goku. Yeah, when I changed this new outlook and stuff, it changed the Goku, but I can bring the Goku back. I can bring it back. This is just like the new stuff that I transferred to, the new UI. TJ, man. Wow, man. Wow. That's a blessing, bro. That is a huge blessing, man. Thank you so much, bro. I can't even thank you enough. I can't. Words cannot explain, bro. Thank you so much for your love and for your support. Because of you and many, Nola and King Mo, Gaskin, all of you, because of you guys, the lights are going to continue to beam on this channel, and we get better and better and better financially. Thank you guys, man. And we invest back into the channel. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, TJ, man. I pray that God will give it back to you 100-fold, man. He said, where is Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo? I wanted to give them a break, honestly, because I just feel like, oh, man, same old stuff every stream. That's why I wanted to change it up. And I'm actually paying for this stuff that you guys are seeing right now. But I wanted to change it up. We'll bring Goku and Vegeta back. You guys know I love Dragon Ball. And yeah. What's up, Dub City? What's up, bro? Appreciate you, man. And that's why I wanted to kind of change the wheel, man. He said you can buy a green screen for the channel now. Oh, man, already a step ahead of you, bro. Ben had a green screen, bro. Ben had a green screen from 4 years ago. Ben had a green screen, Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Ben had a green screen. I had this Elgato green screen from 4 years ago, my G. When I say I've invested a lot of money into this channel, man, the amount of money that I spent on this YouTube channel for the past 10 years, if I could collect all that money back that I spent in computers, equipment, help evolving the channel, probably would be rich right now. No doubt. Most definitely. Probably would be close to at least maybe $500,000. The amount of money that I've spent over the past 10 plus years buying stuff, you know what I mean? And buying games and consoles, and man, I will be rich right now. I'll be rich. Buying all these doggone consoles for the past 10 plus years, doing this channel. I ain't even talking about the other channels. I'm talking about this channel. For the past 10 plus years, yeah, I will be rich. But hey, man, got to buy the consoles, got to buy the games, got to pay for the subscription services, got to keep the lights on, got to keep the internet going, got to, make sure that the hardware is still running and, do what we can, man. He says, I'm going to Galaxy Series. Oh man, that's what you know, I'm not going to cap. I do want that Galaxy 3, that I was about to say 360. I do want that Galaxy Series X though. I do want that. It does look fire. I wanted the Halo one, but for some reason, man, I couldn't get the Halo one at all. Like it was sold out before I was able to get it. But finally, they're adding 2 TB to the Series X. That's kind of cool. It said put God of War sound effects. Oh man, I used to have the God of War sound effects on, but yeah, you know, people got tired of that stuff. Oh, Marlon, oh, yeah. I said, Marlon, do you remember the day that someone donated a lot and then? Oh yeah, I remember. That was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. He says, write them all off for tax purposes. Oh, yeah, you have to. You have to, bro, or else you're in trouble. You have to have write-offs, man. Everything you buy for your business, write it off because it's for your business. You know what I mean? And if they want validation, you got receipts. That's what you got receipts for. And there's always receipts for everything you buy. That's a beautiful thing. So you can always write it off and you have receipts. Otherwise, you're going to owe Uncle Sam thousands of dollars. Especially if you don't have any kids or anything like that, you're going to be owing in. Country Boy says, my wife said she don't play games, but God told her to send this to you because she wants you to be blessed. Oh man, I'm about to cry, bro. Oh man. Wow. Country Boy, thank you so much. Hey, Country Boy, tell your wife much love and tell your wife that I received a blessing. I received this $5 in the name of Jesus, and that I appreciate her, man. Wow. That makes me feel special, bro. That makes me feel special. There's a lot of non-gamer people in here, male and female. Like Gaskin, she's not a gamer, but she always comes through and donates and show a lot of love. And man, I am grateful, man. I am so grateful. I was just telling God this morning how grateful I am for what I do for a living. I am so grateful because I struggled to get here. And it's amazing how you guys get your spouses involved. Like you guys tell your spouses, your girlfriends or your wives or husbands, hey, check out Marlon. And they look at my streams and they're like, you know what? I want to support this guy. Man, that's a level of love that I can't even put a scale on. I can't even understand. I can't even fathom it. Like that's a blessing that I will never understand. Listen, man, yo, Country Boy, give your wife a big hug for me, man, and tell her thanks. You know, tell her thanks. Tell her I really appreciate it. Tell her she didn't have to, and I pray that God will give it back to her 100-fold. TJ, you too, my brother. I pray that $400 that you sow into the channel, bro, I pray that God will give it back to you 100-fold. I pray that your insurance claims will go through in the name of Jesus, and whatever else you're standing in need of, my brother, because you didn't have to. Because of you have the goodness of Jesus in your heart, and the love of God in your heart, and it takes a special type of love for that type of blessing, man. And it's just, thank you guys, man. You guys did not have to do any of this stuff, man. Wow. She's watching you right now. Oh man. Hey, Country Boy's wife, I just want to say thank you so much for just listening to God's voice and for, seeing that value in me to where you want to financially support the channel. I appreciate you. God bless you and God keep you. And Country Boy, I appreciate Country Boy for being here every single day. And I appreciate you for watching and listening. God bless, 100%. Thank you so much. That literally made my day. Wow. You guys are awesome, man. Guys are awesome. Wow. He says, Uncle Sam gave you that money back at the end of the year. Stop playing. Yeah, okay. When you work for yourself, there's no such thing as getting money back. There's no such thing as getting money back when you work for yourself. He said, yeah, fam. He said, those streams got me through some bad times. Hey, I feel you, bro. I feel you. That's why I'm still sitting here, man. That's why the channel is still here. You know, we had a minor little setback with the hack and everything, but God is still good and he's still in the blessing business, man. Dwayne, thank you for the 5. Says, hey, Marlon, I'm getting in from work. So what games are skipping Xbox? Marvel vs. Capcom collection. The newly announced Marvel vs. Capcom collection. Okay, the arcade classics are skipping Xbox because of the old MT engine that Capcom have been using. So yeah, and then also, you know, Black Myth Wukong is not coming out at launch because they have to optimize the game, and Valorant also too as well. I think something with the gyro, with the controllers and stuff, you know. So Country Boy, I said blessed with $100, blessed with 100. Stop being cheap. Oh, don't say that, Effective. Don't say that. Listen, man, listen. He's not being cheap. $5 is more than enough. That's not being cheap because he could have not donated anything at all. So don't say that, Effective. I know you're probably trolling, but hey, man, if it's even $1 his wife donated, it would have been a blessing. So he's not being cheap, bro. He's not. He's talking about stop being cheap and drop 100. Nah, bro, don't say that. Don't say that. You know, that $5 is more than good enough. And I appreciate his wife for allowing him to do that. That's a blessing. Breaking news, PlayStation will not be at Gamescom. Yes. I know. So that means that they're going to be hosting their own event. They're going to be hosting their own event, you know, later down in the year. Dwayne, thank you so much for supporting the show again. Thank you for the 5. Says, oh, I don't care about fighting games, so I'm good. Oh, there you go. Yeah. For some people, they're not fazed by it. It's not like, the bigger stuff. Now, Black Myth Wukong, if that's something that you're interested in, then that won't be available at launch. But yeah. Real quick, it says we need Ghost of Tsushima 2. Yeah, I do believe that Ghost will get revealed this year. At the next PS5 showcase, I do think it's gonna come out. So Christian says, Effective, how about you give something in the channel? There you go. That was a quick reverse. Christian, that's a quick reverse on him, man. That's a quick reverse. TJ says, Marlon, he said, yes, Marlon, God has already blessed me, brother, and he is also still blessing me. You're like fam to me. Oh, man. Man, hearing that, bro, makes me want to cry, bro. Wow. Oh, man. I appreciate that, bro. I really do. Oh, man. I have so many tears. I have so many tears that I've been holding back, my brother. You have no idea. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, bro. That means the world to me, man. That means the world to me that I have an extended family that loves and care about me. You know, you guys are awesome, man. So, Marlon, what were your thoughts on those spider bots in Spider-Man 2? I thought they were fine. Yeah, me too. Yeah, they were great. They were great. Yeah, they were great, man. I didn't really have any issues. I know some people, were talking about different stuff and say, "Oh, well, meh." People like what they like at the end of the day. But no, seriously, guys, Jesus himself has covered this community. And if it wasn't for Jesus, I wouldn't be doing this channel right now, because he literally was the one that told me to start this channel in the first place 10 years ago. And I have all the praises and all the thanks to go to him and you guys. And just thank you guys, man. You guys don't know how much of a blessing it is, man, to be able to do this, to be able to be home with my daughter and to take care of her, man, and to be on my own schedule and to do this for her. You know what I mean? This is all not just for me, but for also you guys and also my kid, man, and my wife. You know what I mean? Like it's a blessing, man, to be able to take care of your kid, man, and be able to do it on your own schedule. You know what I mean? And help raise her and spend time with her. It's a blessing, man. And I appreciate you guys. So thank you guys, man. He says, I do super chats every other day. He says, you put some money cheap. Oh, Lord, here we go. Oh, boy. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Don't be like that, Effective. Don't be like that. Like I said, with that $1 donation that dropped, I was happy with that, bro. You know, Country Boy could have came in and tagged me and say, hey, my wife is watching the stream. And she say, big up yourself, whatever. And I would have been happy with that. You know what I mean? People donate what they have to give. That's it. It said people just been waiting for the moment to get back to console. Boy, BS. None of you were saying anything at first. At this point, man, it's just play games. Play games. Say you see Marlon Xbox. Oh, man, the drama never stops, man. It never stops, bro. It never stops. Nola and TJ, I'm gonna get with y'all about a meetup. It says you didn't do any super chat today, Effective. Oh, now's your chance. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Christian is broke. Oh Lord. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So because Christian did $1, he's broke. Oh Lord. Trying to stir it up. Trying to stir it up, man. Here we go. Christian can donate more if he wants to. He can donate it as much money as he wants to. Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go with the drama. Here we go. We can't win, man. We cannot win. We cannot win at all. Oh Lord. Man, we can't win. We can't win at all. It's crazy. Here we go. Here we go. Everything was cool. But now here we go. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go now. Oh Lord. It's all Game Pass money. Game Pass money. Oh, here we go. Here we go, man. Here we go, man. Donate money wars are wild. Yeah, here we go with the drama, man. Can't. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Like I said, guys, and I've said it again, you know, what people can donate whatever they want to donate, whether it's $1, 50 cents, whatever. It's all much appreciated. They don't have to do it. And it's just, here you guys go, stirring the pot. Oh, my God. We're grateful and we're thankful for everything. Yes, we are. He said, first of all, a donation is a donation. It doesn't matter. Exactly. It doesn't matter. You can't tell someone they need to donate more. It's not your obligation. Yeah, to do that. Exactly. It's about being grateful. Exactly. He said, people should hit that like button. That's free. Exactly. People don't even do that. People don't even do that as much, you know? Man, listen, man, at MGN, we're grateful for every single thing that we have. Every single thing that we get, whether it's subscribers, likes, shares, donations, whatever. You know, the donations is what helps keep the streams going financially, keep the lights going, the internet, you know, the consoles that we purchase, you know, reinvesting back in the channel, buy new PC parts, laptops, whatever the newest thing is to help the channel keep going. How many PS5 Pros you got in stock, bro, in that back room? Man, you know what? I'm speaking it into existence. I hope Sony sends me a PS5 Pro. Sony, if you're watching this right now, send me a Pro. Send me a Pro so that I can review on the channel, you know, so that I can, you know, inject more value into the channel. You know what I'm saying? More value into the channel. But I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. Samson with a $5 donation. Thank you so much for the support. Says, did you know Sweet Baby Inc. came after the devs who made Black Myth Wukong? This is why I'm going to start researching a game to see if Sweet Baby Inc. is involved before I buy. Oh, man, that Sweet Baby Inc. stuff is crazy, bro. That's insane. I did not know that. Appreciate that $5, Samson. Appreciate that. Thank you. Big baller. Nah, bro. That's all you, Anonymous. You the man, bro. I can't be the man if you're the man. It says, I double whatever Christian put on the super chat. What's up? Money talk. Oh, Lord. Okay, so you're challenging Christian to a donor wars right now. So if Christian donates something, you're going to match it. Super chat wise. Okay. I don't know. It's up to Christian, man. It's up to Christian. Christian has already blessed us today with $1, and I appreciate him. So, let's see. Nah, Anonymous, that's you, man. He says, I may be broke to you, effective, but I'm rich in Christ. Commit this to memory. It says, many blessings to you, Mark. Hey, Christian, love you, bro. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. I really do. Don't worry about all that, man. Don't worry about all that. Everything is all gravy. You know what I mean? Everything is all gravy, man. But I love y'all. Thank you guys so much today, guys, for the tremendous support on the channel. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much, man, for everything that you guys provide. Shouts to Nola, shouts to all the elite members of the nation, all the members that keep this channel going financially. I appreciate y'all. All of you guys who are in here that hit the like button, share the stream, subscribe, just regular people in here every single day. All of us as a collective unit, as a collective body. God bless you guys. You know, those of you who go above and beyond to donate to the channel, man, I pray that God will give it back to you 100-fold. God bless y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. And because of y'all, the channel will continue evolving and getting better. Because, you know, it takes money to get all this stuff running and to make content. And so I appreciate y'all. God bless you guys today. I'm just going to say a quick prayer for you guys, and then we're going to end off the stream. All right. Blessings to you guys. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I'm asking you, Lord God, to bless everybody that came into the stream today. Lord Jesus, I pray, Lord God, that they will leave the stream better than they came in today. And those that went above and beyond to donate, I pray, Lord God, that you will give it back to them 100-fold. If they're out and about, Lord Jesus, I pray, Lord God, that you will bless their whereabouts and bring them home safe to their families. Allow them to forgive and to hug somebody and tell them you love them. Those that are struggling with depressions and stress and anxiety and whatever, I pray, Lord God, that you will give them peace and happiness and joy and peace divine. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen and amen. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And, you know, me, First Lady, my daughter, we love you guys. All right. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow with more bangers for you guys. Love y'all, man. Always remember that I love you guys. Always remember that. All right. Always remember that, you know, that I love y'all. All right. So keep your heads up, guys. Hopefully we can end off the week strong. We still have this week to finish and everything. So I really want to, you know, finish off the week strong for you guys. So I love you guys, man. Big up yourselves, guys. Hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. And let's see if we get over 200 likes. Peace. I love y'all. God bless y'all, man. Peace.
You know how many lines I done put down, vibes I done sent out, but we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target, soon I'll be crossing that bridge, but can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road, it's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth, cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float, I'm fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I the south with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it goes.
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. I hid in this world, I feel it ain't a place
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the magic to last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then, and I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valuable